Peace, peace. Y'all know the M.Reck room etiquette. Pound that like button. Salute to the rec mall. We here. Okay. Pardon self. I didn't get to go live yesterday to do the day 2 of the Diddy trial. We was recording the Troy Ave Facto podcast yesterday. You know what I mean? So those clips is up. Those clips is on his YouTube. One of the clips is on my YouTube. We released it earlier today. We addressed the Smokey Robinson situation, but we're gonna go right to this Diddy thing, and then I'm gonna go into the intro. SJ, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Salute. How you feeling?
It's Wonderful Wednesday, right?
Yep, that's a fact. Salute to the rec mob. Talk to me. How my mic sound? Cause some some strange things done happen. Let me know if my mic sound decent, man, because I may have to swap out my mic. Can y'all hear me? Does the mic sound good? Put a thumbs up. Let me know if the mic sounds good. Run the lights up. Run the lights up. So, okay, as we wait for people to come in the room, we waiting for the room to build. Run the lights up. As soon as you get in here, I'm gonna just address the headline. So, Diddy. All right, let me get this on the screen. This is my own personal thumbnail. So Diddy and his prosecutors have added mostly men to the pool of 35 potential jurors. All right, SJ is gonna go into that story real quick. But before we do that, we're gonna go into this all-in M.Reck China Black intro. And then when we get back, SJ is gonna go into that story. All right, run the lights up. Let me know if my mic sound good or not, because things happen. Nevertheless, let's get it. Salute to the rec mob. Run it up.
Sneak dissing, we don't see the competition. I drop off a ransom note that your art is missing, nigga.
Pay us in full with the money, or she gon' get her fingers clipped off like Lil Sonny,
MRecktv.
Peace, peace. We back. Salute to the rec mob. I'm here, man. SJ, you there?
I'm here.
Okay, so I'm gonna put this on the screen, and we're gonna get right to day 3 of the Diddy trial. So, SJ, take it away.
Diddy and prosecutors have added mostly men to pool of 35 potential jurors. The process of jury selection is finally making some progress in Diddy's criminal trial ahead of opening statements next week. Diddy's defense team, as well as federal prosecutors, have added 16 more potential jurors to the pool, according to a new report from TMZ. The outlet explains that the two sides now have a total of 35 people in the pool, with a breakdown of the new selections being 5 white men, 4 black men, 3 black women, 2 white women, 1 Latino man, and 1 woman whose ethnicity isn't clear. One of the potential jurors admitted to having seen the infamous 2016 video of Diddy appearing to hit Cassie at a hotel. He described the bad boy mogul as looking angry and hostile and entitled. Regardless, the judge still decided against excusing him with no objections. Jury selection will continue throughout the week before opening statements begin on Monday, May 12th. As they continue to build up a pool, the defense and the prosecution will have to eventually narrow the group down to 18, including 6 alternates.
Wow. So, SJ, reading that, right, and giving us the update, and thank you for that.
You're welcome.
What's your assessment on, I guess, Diddy and his prosecutors' process of choosing the jurors?
Well, it also seems it says further down that they're going to ask them a series of questions to help narrow it down. And it seems like these questions are going to be pertaining to how much these potential jurors have heard about Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, their process of eligibility and elimination seems very interesting.
Mm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just, the question that becomes, is this how they always do the process?
Well,
It's just seems interesting. Because
mm-hmm.
you like when you're live the other day, you know, some of these witnesses pretty much have been very honest, right? And how they
Mm-hmm.
feel about him,
Mm.
and they're still there, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it's just interesting.
Mm.
It's it doesn't seem like it's being taken too seriously.
On who part?
Both.
Wow. So if you saying that, possibly they can they can have a retrial, right? When things don't go according to plan, right? Don't or they could just what you call that?
What? Or dismiss it?
Maybe. I don't know about that because there's a
Oh, I
lot
thought that's what you was trying to say.
lot
No, I
about
just
this.
think just from wait a minute. Are you serious right now? I just
Uh,
looked at this picture.
why you just looking at the picture? That was the picture. That been up a good while now, almost an hour now. Run the lights up. We live on MRecktv. We're discussing day 3 of the Diddy trial. All right. And if you just now tuning in, they are taking the position of choosing mostly men to the pool of 35 potential jurors. All right. Let me know how you feel about that. You know, now I'm looking at it like this, right? In order for Diddy to have a fair trial, you know, maybe that needs to be the best process. Okay. Because, if you have logical men and women, but if you have logical men, people are not going to be thinking out of emotions. People are not going to be thinking from a mentality of get back for something else that happened in their life. So, um, maybe that is the process of this whole selection. What you think? SJ, you there?
Yes, I'm here. I mean, I can understand what you're saying. I think even with what I just read, you heard one man's state that he saw the video and he felt like he looked hostile and entitled.
Mm,
So I don't know if that doesn't sound like that's going to work too much in his favor, because you can look at it that some of these men may feel that this is the type of attitude that he possessed, entitled. Because I think that was kind
mm,
of interesting that he used the word entitled. And of course, they're going to always stick to that narrative that black men or black people in general are hostile. So
mm,
I don't know if that's gonna be too logical thinking as you're stating. So
mm. Well,
you know what, M.Reck,
mm,
I'm sorry. I just can't. I'm trying not to look at this picture.
I mean, what's wrong with it? It's Diddy.
Are
He
you serious right now? Somebody wrote that he looks like Benson. I
Vincent.
think
Which Vincent?
no, not Vincent. Benson.
Oh, Benson. I
And
mean,
then I think Maybach. I think it was Maybach. I'm gonna look back in the chat. I think it was Maybach that says he could look like a cross between Morgan Freeman and Obama.
oh, y'all with the ish today. Even SJ, she went right to it. So I seen somebody say Diddy look like I just had it on the screen, look like Martin from the character when he played in the movie Life. What was his name? They do kind of like Martin from Life. Run the lights up. We live on MRecktv. SJ, um remember the other links I sent you the other day? What was that? Hold on. We got let me get it. hold on 1 second. So I want to go to that. It give you the minutes and what is it?
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Yes, I still have it.
All right, could we get an update on what's going on with the Diddy trial? You know, we
Sure. Give me a second, okay?
okay. I think I pulled it up, but I'm waiting. Let me see. Nah, I gotta refresh it. I gotta refresh this. Run the likes up, y'all. Salute to the Rec Mob. We definitely giving y'all all the updates live from the Diddy trial, day 3. Okay. So far, I don't know if they updated the info, man. What's going on? Let me see. I got you, but I got other sources anyway, so I'm gonna keep y'all rocking out regardless of what. I got you. I'm gonna keep y'all very much in tune, very much informed. Salute to the Rec Mob. I'm taking calls. Call me up 646-397-7094. I mean, not what the hell I'm saying? 646-397-7095. My bad. I said 94. I'm thinking about the other number. All right. So let me see what y'all talking about in the chat room. Salute to the Rec Mob. That's a fact. They said Diddy looked like Martin from Life. That's a fact. What was Martin character name in Life? That's one of my favorite movies. You had Eddie and Martin. What was their character's name? I'm gonna watch that today. You know, salute to Diddy because he reminded me and he reminded y'all of the character. I'm definitely gonna watch Life today. So Claude, facts. See, salute the Lord. Salute the RH. Is that the homie RH Bless? Let me know. Salute. Run the likes up. What was Eddie Murphy character name? Because you had Claude and it was Clarence. Diddy Ben looked like this. Always had gray hair, had dye. Okay, we got a caller. Calling it. Let's get it. Salute to the Rec Mob. We getting right to it, y'all. Peace. Peace. Peace.
Peace, M.Reck.
What's going on? This is
Peace,
JR, right?
M.Reck. This is JR. Peace out, SJ.
I think she can hear you,
Peace
but
to the Rec Mob, man.
salute,
Hi,
JR.
JR. How are you?
I'm hanging, man. And peace to the Rec Mob, y'all.
That's what's up. Salute to JR on the line. JR, talk to me, man. What you think about the process of mostly choosing men to be on the jurors?
I mean, I think women can be impartial if you get the right one. So,
Mhm.
I mean, but it is what it is, man. But I think that with this kind of a case, it's gonna be difficult to get 12 people. But he's not just being. The problem I have with it, right? They talking about the video or whatever, right? But that's not really what he's being charged with. Am I right? He's being charged with drug trafficking, sex trafficking. Like he's getting
Matter of
charged with
fact,
some other stuff.
I gotta pull up the RICO, not the RICO. I gotta pull up the indictment. Let me pull it up. SJ sent it to me. I gotta pull it up. So I'm gonna do that. But you know, continue on with your assessment. I'll pull it up.
M.Reck, you got the wrong number in the chat.
I know. I'm deleting it now. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, because I feel like he, you know, they spinning the video and everything. Oh, I seen the video, or you know, the video made him look like this or that. But they got to remember, like, if you trying to charge him with that RICO, because originally they was hitting him with the RICO by himself. By the way, it was a single man RICO, which was crazy. But yeah, you know what I mean. So they was hitting him with that and a bunch of charges that I think that they're gonna find it a little bit hard to prove, unless, like I said, unless they have some witnesses that I ain't hear about. But I think a lot of that stuff is hard. It's gonna be hard to substantiate on the stand. You know what I'm saying? Just to be honest with you, like, because even the original DA who charged them, I don't even think he inside the case no more. He did.
Yeah, yeah. He resigned. That's a fact.
Word. You know what I mean? He got up out of there. So I don't know. I mean, look, I'm not saying that Diddy innocent or nothing like that, because I'm from NY. We've been hearing stories about Diddy for years. You know what I'm
Forever.
saying? 'Cause you got family members, people who knew, people who worked up there. I've been hearing stories about Diddy forever. So like actually the accusation is not new. It's just that I don't know if what they hit him with, what they trying to charge the brother with, is something that I've seen so far that, or even that I really heard that they really substantiated. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the drug trafficking, because I can see Diddy not even thinking that what he's doing is drug trafficking. You know what I'm saying? Sending young mommy or whatever her name is, sending her on the plane,
Young Miami,
and thinking like, well, that's
right?
my plane. Yeah, Young Miami. Sending her on the plane to go pick up some work, and then saying like, well, it's my plane. She with me. I'm sending her across state borders. You know what I mean? And then she's bringing this stuff back. I mean, that is trafficking, to be quite frank with you.
That's a fact.
So I mean, you know what I mean? But I can see Diddy not even being aware of that. Like,
I mean, yeah, no. I mean, think about it. You're aware of, say for instance, right? You got your private jet, right? And you know, even if he's not traveling with pounds or whatever it is, you know what I mean? That nose candy, because they were saying she was moving with that pink cocaine, right? Something like that. It was something wild, right? They said,
yeah, it was the pink. There was something I never even heard. I was like, pink cocaine. What is that?
Word. So, but let's just say he's moving a few ounces on the plane, like, because he got his own personal supply, whatever, and then he's sending her on another private jet with the weight, like, you know what I mean? She got the bricks. She bringing back 10 bricks of that pink cocaine, allegedly. You feel me? That's trafficking, in both ways, because think about it. Whether it's an ounce or a pound, it's trafficking, and this is just me speaking from a general perspective, like, non-biased, of course, but if we gonna call it, we got to call it how we call it. I always want y'all to understand, over here at MRecktv, I know y'all know, but I'm gonna say it again. Okay, I speak from a general perspective. Okay, sometimes I'm gonna speak in third person, sometimes it may be personal, but most of the time it's general. Okay, and that makes me impartial to either side. You feel me? So that makes me impartial just in general, like where I can have an unbiased decision on my assessments and my positions in anything that I'm covering, anything that I'm speaking on, and 9 times out of 10, I'm giving y'all the platform to speak. So when I do, I want you to understand that. And then over here, we have fun at MRecktv. Y'all do know that. We do crack jokes and all that. And it is what it is. That's how we able to.
Son is definitely looking like Uncle Ben, too.
Nah, that's a fact. Run the lights up, y'all. Salute to the Rec Mall. We here, right? Oh, somebody said they was at trial today. Call in. The homie, the debater, he said he was at the trial today. Call me in. Let me know. Fill me in. I mean, we want to know. You was at the trial today? Fill us in, man.
We need that information.
Well, we need that information. You know what I'm saying? Because right now we going off what's online. So if you was at the trial today, hit me. Hit me up, 646-397-7095. This is the number to call until I get the official number. They've been trying to get me to give my official number, but I just been moving. Just been a lot going on. Run the lights up. And I can't even be live that long, to be honest with y'all today, because I gotta handle a situation. Let's just say that. And JR, let me ask you, how my mic sound? Does my mic sound like how it normally sounds? Or it sounds a little different?
You sound crispy.
Okay.
It sounds like a little it don't sound as loud, but it sounds crispy.
Oh wow. All right, hold on. How about this? Let me see, because I got the gang down. And I brought the gang up. Maybe you can hear me. All right, so we got the next caller, JR. That's probably homie that's calling that was at the court.
Yeah, do that.
I appreciate you, bro.
I want that information. All right, man.
I want.
Have a good one, brother.
You too.
Call from.
Peace.
Peace.
Brad, what's going on?
What's going on? Talk to me.
Chilling, man. Yo, with that Diddy jump off, guys, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's been going on for a minute, you know. And by the way, the names that Martin and Eddie played was Ray and Claude.
Got you. Now let me ask you something. Are you the one that was in the chat saying that you went to court? You was at the trial today?
No.
Oh, okay. But hold that thought. I think that's homie calling. Hold that thought. Hold on.
Call from Fisk University.
Peace. Hello? You? So look, you there? Good brother. I think that was homie that called. I'm gonna call him back. Look.
All right.
Look, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna hit you back. Let me try to hit homie back. I don't know if he called in. Hold on for a second. Let me see if he called in. Let me see. I think his name was the debater. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Shouts to Perry Jones, said the mic sound nice. Thank you. Somebody said the mic sound expensive. Okay, thank you. Because my mic got a little compromised, so I just wanted to make sure it was right. You know what I mean? But until he called, the debater, let me know if you're calling and let me know the area code that you're calling from. Give me the area code and the first 3 numbers so I know that's you. Put it in the chat room. All right. But nevertheless, state your name, where you calling from, good brother. What's your name?
My name is Vic Slick. I'm from New York, but I live in Florida.
Okay. Salute. So talk to me, man. What's your assessment on this process with Diddy and his prosecutors? They are choosing mostly men to be on the jurors. What you think?
My opinion on that is because of what happened with him and Cassidy and maybe other females. That's why they want men instead of the females, because they're afraid that maybe they could be too emotional. Who knows? Or they could be biased. You dig what I'm saying?
No doubt.
So, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a fact. Now, if you was called to be a juror on the trial, would you go? You there?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I would do it.
Oh, you would do it? Okay. Now, could you be impartial and give Diddy a fair shake if you had to, you know? Oh, hold on 1 second. Because Peace.
Call from
Damon.
Peace.
Peace. Are you live right now, sir?
Yeah, I'm live. Yeah, who this?
This is Damon out of North Carolina.
Was that you just in the chat saying that you was at the Diddy trial?
I was. Nah, sir, that wasn't me.
Okay,
but
I'm trying to
if
get
I could call you back later on, I got a comment later on if you allow me to call you back.
Okay, so you don't want to speak right now.
I know you're waiting for that call. Well, I know you're waiting for that call to come through.
Well,
I don't want to get into something.
Nah, it's all good. I can always switch over. Oh, he gonna call from an 845 number, so we good. So I got that. So you good? Hold on 1 second.
Okay,
hold on. Stay on the line. Let me tell the other caller I gotta hit him back. Yo, peace, King.
Peace.
So look, I got another caller. I appreciate your assessment and salute, King.
Appreciate it.
All right, no doubt. Peace. Mute your audio, good brother. Yeah. So you gotta mute your audio. Okay, on your computer, your laptop, or whatever, or your TV. Run the lights up. We live. We got 1,100 people in here. 20 minutes. 1,200 people in here. Run the lights up. We on day 3 of the Diddy trial. Diddy and his prosecutors are mostly seeking men to be on the jurors. So I'm asking callers, what's their assessment? So callers, state your name and give me your assessment.
Damon. All right, my name is Damon, and I think one of the things is if they selecting all men, they're doing that just again because of the sensitivity level, and I think what they actually going to be viewing and things of that nature. Now, a lot of us, right? If we get rich, a lot of us will face situations like this. I grew up in the Bronx. I remember when I was in junior high school, all the drug dealer dudes used to come to the schools to get the girls.
Facts.
These was grown men. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't Puffy Jay. I'm just saying a lot of people got stuff in this closet, B. And when they hit a certain level or get a certain type of money, you know what I'm saying? If you did it, you did it. You feel what I'm saying? At the time, because I seen parents that was cool with it back in the days because they was getting high. And they'll feed them a little something. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Or the dude had the bread, so he keeps some money in the house for the moms and them. So they look past the girl being 16, the girl being 15.
Yeah, nah, I'm gonna be honest. I never was cool with that. I always had a problem with that back then and even now, just in general.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
Cause I couldn't get the girls I wanted because I ain't had the bread. That's what made me kind of start hustling or whatever.
Oh, wow. That's deep. That's deep. So you mean to tell me the girls that you wanted was getting snatched up by all the drug dealers, but that forced you to hustle? Wow. Salute. I mean, that you telling your story.
Too.
Wow. That's
you
deep.
See what I'm saying? I played ball too, but at the same token, me playing ball couldn't take you to City Island. You see what I'm saying? I couldn't do that at 16. 15.
Got you. Nah,
but
I'm with you.
Could, and I seen what my dudes was doing, so they could do it. I couldn't catch an OJ. But my crossover was good.
So hold on. You say you couldn't catch an OJ. Okay.
You know, we used to have the cabs back in the day called the OJ.
Oh, okay.
Like if I wanted to ride in a DM or I wanted to ride in a Lex Benz or, you know what I'm saying, something official, I could call an OJ. I ain't got to call a regular cab.
Oh, see? Where you from exactly?
I'm from the Bronx, B.
The Bronx is cool.
Baby.
Salute, King. Yeah, I like your assessment, bro, and I like your lingo too. The OJ. I ain't gonna front. I ain't even know that they was calling the luxury cabs OJs. That must be a BX thing. I'm from BK. Salute to you though. That's L. So
I used to go to graphics, my guy.
Oh, what?
I went to printing. I know details. I know all that. I was there.
That's what's up. Look, so the line's on fire. I appreciate you. What's your name again, bro?
No, my name is D or Damon, D.
All right, Dame. Salute, King. Peace.
Call from.
Peace. 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 Peace.
Peace. What's good, right?
What's going on? Who this?
It's man.
Yo, man, your phone is going in and out. Your phone going in and out.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, what's good with you, man?
Nah, everything good, man. You know, I'm keeping everybody in tune with this whole Diddy trial, and just in general, I keep them in tune with the latest breaking news. This is MRecktv. I'm the host, M.Reck. Hit the like button real quick. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, I got you.
We got 1,400 people in here in 20-something minutes. Run the likes up. We live on Facebook. We live on YouTube. It'll take you 2 seconds to hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Make sure, we got a lot of content, a lot of exclusive. Go check for that Facto show. It's on the channel. The last 4 or 5 videos I put up, go, run the numbers up on that. Me and Troy Ave and Queen Wolf, we giving y'all, some good content, some great entertainment and all that. And then we got exclusive interviews. I'm talking to all the people who never been on MRecktv. So we got exclusive interviews with your favorite celebs, all that. But then we got the craziest live. So caller, state your name, where you calling from. Let's get it.
My name, man, I'm calling from Cali, bro, from New York.
All right.
I just wanted to say something about the man jury, bro.
Let's get it.
You know why it's a man jury, man. He just used them women to prey on the dudes that he wanted to prey on. You know what I'm saying to you? So they set him up with this one. He would have been better off with the women because the women willingly was with this shit more than the men were. You feel me?
I hear that.
So
okay,
it's gonna be a hard one when you looking at a bunch of people that could be a victim to this same sort of crime. Yo, I'm coming in thinking I'm about to get with some girls. I rubbed the lotion on her. Now I'm high, and they was preying on me the whole time. That's what it's about to turn into. You feel me?
Got you.
So all of the artists that
that when he scratched their rubber band, they know what's going on, bro. Like everybody rubber band that got scratched was on the billboard. It was like they had to do it. They just reversed the roles from women being groupies to dudes wanting to be somebody so bad that they took advantage of them boys. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at a jury full of men, the people who we was really praying on the whole time. Everything about to come out, man.
No doubt. I got you, bro. I appreciate you.
Even thought about it that way.
Nah, that's good assessment, brother. Good assessment, man. I appreciate you. But the line's on fire. Salute to you. Thanks for calling. What's your name again?
Man. My name, man.
Man, salute, man. Appreciate you tapping in, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
All
right, likewise.
Peace.
Hold it down, bro.
Yep. I'm missing a lot of calls due to it's a whole nother setup. So don't get mad at me because this is not my normal setup. I'm still working through that. Run the lights up. We live, y'all. Salute to the Rec Mob. We here. We 1,500 deep, 1,600 deep. Run it up. Like button. Take you 2 seconds to hit. Yeah. Let's get it. Salute to the Rec Mob. Salute to the real ones. Salute to the trenches. Salute to SJ. Let's get it. Salute to Marcus. He's somewhere. I don't even know if he tapped in or not. But salute to him. Nevertheless, salute to Ace. I don't know if Ace tapped in. Let me get to these missed calls. I want to get to my guy. He said he'd been calling, but I didn't see no 8. I didn't see the area code 845. Let me see. Because maybe he think he got an 845. Okay. There we go. That's the homie right there. Let's get it. My man said he was at the Diddy trial earlier. He's in the chat room as the debater. So we gonna get him on the line right now. Let's get it. Maybe he just can't get through. Run the lights up.
Hello, it's Mel.
Peace.
Hey, how you doing?
What's going on? This is M.Reck.
Hey, how are you?
What's going on, my brother?
All right, not bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You said you was at the Diddy trial, right? That's you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you in the chat room as the debater. So we got the debater on the line. He said he was at the Diddy trial. Now fill us in, good brother. What was going on at this Diddy trial?
All right, so this is my first day going. It was day 3. They had given the jurors a survey with 14 questions last week. Questions asking, the 14 questions go through, have you been involved in any crimes? Have your family members been involved in any crimes? Have you ever worked for an agency that deals with any type of legal structure? Would you have a problem talking to jurors about SA, I don't want to say the word, or any of the things that, as we all have seen on the media, that Diddy has been accused of? I hear a lot of guys say, well, it's more guys than girls. That's not really the case for today. I can only speak for today, and I will be going every day. I took a lot of videos, so I'll send you a lot of the video. Brian Steele was there. TMZ, a lot of people were there. But anyway, I'll send you the footage if you send me your email address.
Oh yeah, anyway, no.
Getting back to it.
I'm gonna do that now. Hold on, so we don't forget. You could send it to MRecktv promo and MRecktv submissions. I'm gonna put it in the chat room, so this way you could just
you text. We're texting.
I can text.
So just text it to me.
I text it to you, good brother. I text it to you. We need that.
But getting back to why it's more guys. I think it seems that people are coming in. They were chosen as kind of like a free fall. Like we had a guy there from the UN, and he works on international terrorism. So at the end, once they questioned him, Diddy's side wanted to get rid of him. But obviously the attorney for the feds, they wanted to keep him on deck because this is what he does on a higher level. So they were trying to paint the picture that, listen, if we get this guy on, he won't be a problem. But Diddy has the attorney that's speaking up for him is really good, very strategic. But the first point that I was making as far as why there's so many men versus women, the women are all today. Just about every woman said, "I saw the video." Another lady said, "The video is very straightforward. I can't get past the video." I mean, this is what every woman is saying, that they saw the video and that Diddy is pretty much guilty. And this is what they're saying.
Wow.
Open court. All the guys that were there, like I noticed, and don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to be negative or exclude anyone or whatever, but I noticed most of the guys were West Indian. So that was very unique as far as the men of color. I did notice that most of the YT guys were lawyers. So it seems very strategic that they're having attorneys also in the mix. So today they reach 45 people as far as the jury go to choose from. So they're going to come back on Friday to kind of boil down to get to 12 and also to get the backup jurors. And then the trial will begin on Monday.
Got you. Wow. Appreciate that.
Most of the people that were there did say that they saw the video. Most people said they saw it on CNN. Quite a few of the ladies said that they were in group chat, and that I could tell that a lot of them wanted to be on the trial, so they were trying to skirt around the fact that they didn't really know much about the case. But the judge is very shrewd, and he was asking questions because I don't think he fully believes them. So he would ask questions like the number one question that now I'm driving back, right? But I have the notes from every juror and their number and pretty much everything they said. I took very good notes. So if this was more of a planned thing, I could really give you whatever the juror's position was. But I'll just give you a little synopsis of what I'm trying to express. The judge kept asking, primarily the ladies, can you overcome your bias after you saw the video? And I noticed some of the ladies would say, and you could tell they really want to be on this case. Because you know what comes with this case, you can get some clout, you can get a book deal. And I'm not imputing bad motives to these ladies, but the judge was saying, did this persuade you in any way in how do you look at Diddy as a monster? That was used on the first juror, and that juror's number was 29. And I'll just give you a little taste of what went down.
Okay.
That juror had worked for HBO. Almost like a subcontractor, and this juror, they were trying to decipher, did they make any money from working on the documentary that was put out in regards to Diddy. And basically, the judge, and I want to clear that up, the documentary made Diddy look like a monster. So that's what was said according to my notes. So the juror had mentioned that, previously she had some water cooler talks about it, but nothing serious. So in other words, she was at work. Sometimes, you get to the water cooler, coffee, and say, hey, what do you think about this Diddy thing? She said basically that's all. That's as far as it went. But the judge was digging in deeper to say, hey, do you really have some deep feelings about this case? So that was the very first juror that was pulled up today. So you see, a lot of the jurors, the first question that they asked, because they gave them a list of people and places. So the first thing the judge is asking each juror, potential juror, are you familiar with any of the people and places? And of course, quite a few of them would come up and they'd give a wild goose chase about. One lady said her best friend's son worked for 300. It's a record company called 300. What was it?
300 Entertainment?
Yeah, it's in the city. 300. Hold on 1 second. Real quick.
Got you.
300.
Hold on.
Whatever.
Hold on 1 second.
Like that.
Hold on 1 second. We live, y'all. We got an exclusive, okay? Run the likes up. We live on MRecktv. The like button is free, okay? Take you 2 seconds to hit. We live on YouTube. We live on Facebook, okay? This is the MRecktv exclusive. Shouts to the debater on the line. He was at the Diddy trial, you know what I'm saying? And he's breaking it all down. So continue on, my brother. Appreciate you. Continue on.
So that was the case. They ended up excusing that particular person because of her background. Juror number 34, and like I said, this is unprepared. I just saw you live, and I'm jumping in just to give everybody straight out of the press. Just to give you a little bit before I move forward, I'll give you a little ambiance. We have in the video I'm going to send you. You have CNN, Fox, Washington Post. I got a chance to politic with a lot of the reporters. It was really cool. You have the main courtroom, and then you have the secondary one. They allow you to go into both according to how you arrive. A lot of people are arriving.
I'm losing you, good brother. I don't know. The phone got a little muffled, so I don't know if you got me on Bluetooth or speaker, but I'm losing you.
Hold on 1 second. Let me clear it. Hold on.
Run the lights up.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's much better.
Is that better?
Much better, because we need you crispy. Yeah.
All right. So we had a lot of reporters in the house, CNN. We had Fox, but we also had Brian Steele. A lot of people a lot of attorneys that you would see, from other cases that are very popular. But for the most part, Diddy's whole appearance, he appeared to be bald with a beard, extremely stressed out, as anybody would be. I mean, you would imagine, if you were in the same circumstance, you'd be the same way. But a lot of people are excited about the case. Juror number 34 was an office manager at a legal aid society, so that was a big debate about how that person would be able to move forward. She was kind of slightly reprimanded because she didn't disclose that. It was brought up that she did not disclose that in her original questionnaire. So the judge was having them to navigate about that. And they said, are you saying that she lied? Not during the group chat, but during the personal questioning. So they were trying to paint the picture that she perhaps lied about the questionnaire. And the defense team became aware of that yesterday. And she had a major in psychology. And they came down to it that the judge said that there's no basis that juror was actually lying, because she was also candid. It was 20 years ago that she was trying to recall from. So they painted the picture that she was not, they didn't impute bad motives to her, that she withheld that information. So when you fill out the questionnaire, the judge is really holding everybody tight because they're bringing you in to question you about your questionnaire. Some of the individuals that have filled out their questionnaire have suffered from abuse. So a lot of them, when they were filling out their form, I think they wrote in that they'd rather just explain it in court. So when these individuals were pulled in, the judge was asking them, okay, you say you want to explain in court what's the case. One lady, they took her off record because whatever she had experienced in life was that traumatic and did not want to express it before everybody in the courtroom. So there's a multitude of jurors. I think in all today we went through about 25 of them. Quite a few of them were struck down. But in particular, the one that stood out the most was the individual that worked for the UN and worked in international terrorism. I could tell that Diddy's attorneys did not want to have any part with him at all.
Got you.
So that he was struck down in the end. So
well.
Wow. Let me ask you. So
And of course
how was you selected for this juror to be part of the jury?
No, I just went in as a spectator, that's all.
Oh, you did?
I attended the Trump trial. The same way I attended his trial. I was in the courtroom. I got a chance to, see him and his entourage and go through that case. So now I'm going through the process with Diddy's case. So I'll go to each day of the trial, take notes, and so forth.
Got you. I appreciate you tapping in, man. So you've been going to the trial since day one?
No, as far as this trial, today was the first day that I went into the courtroom.
Oh, today was the first day. So what's the vibe like in that courtroom? Aside from Diddy, what's the vibe like with the prosecutors, the attorneys, the judge? What's the vibe like?
The judge is really mellow type of judge, really nice guy. He comes across like he's trying to help both sides and try to move everything along. But as far as the jurors go, I would say that, a lot of them are walking in and not knowing what to expect. They have never served on a jury before, so that can be expected. But as far as the reporter, there's a lot of excitement. We're on the 26th and 23rd floor. There's a nice cafeteria, so when the trial starts, it'll probably be more like Trump's trial, where we'll actually get an intermission where we can go out and get something to eat and then come back in, and you'd have an official ticket and so forth. But today they were encouraging us to stay in the building the whole time. So, I started my day at 4:00 and I'm just finishing up.
Okay. I appreciate you, man. So you giving us this exclusive information. I'm gonna just call you the debater, your name online. I sent you the emails too, so you can send me those videos and them pics or whatever you got. I appreciate that. And any, just matter of fact, I'll call you behind the scenes too. So what I'm gonna do, SJ's gonna hold down the show because I gotta bust a move real quick. I'll be back, y'all, in like 10 minutes, but SJ's gonna hold it down. So the debater, man, thank you for tapping in, giving us that exclusive.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for having me on.
Not a problem, good brother. Salute.
Bye.
So yeah, y'all, exclusive, MRecktv exclusive. My man AdWords in here. You know what I mean? Look, AdWords is Rec Mob, right? Rec Mob is lit. AdWords been lit on his own, but he's Rec Mob, so he's lit in two different ways. He's lit on his own as a producer. AdWords, I need you to put in the chat. AdWords is on Lloyd Banks' new album. Okay. So he produced a song on Lloyd Banks' new album. Put the name of the album. It came out I want to say a few weeks ago. Put the name of the album and the name of the track so people go support that. AdWords is Rec Mob, and AdWords got some production on M.Reck project, and he actually did the intro song that I got to get together, the intro beat. So Rec Mob is out here making moves. Okay, so salute. Listen, let me go bust a move real quick. SJ, you there?
I'm here.
All right. I gotta bust a move. So SJ, you can hold on one second, real quick. SJ, you can start addressing the people in the chat and let me handle something real quick. I'll be back in like one minute.
Congratulations, Edward. We're very proud of you on behalf of the entire Rec Mob family.
Facts.
So Rec Mob, we're gonna do it how we always do it when M.Reck leaves me with you all. I'm gonna read the chat. We're gonna have conversation that way. Also, M.Reck wanted you all to be aware of just kind of get a general idea of what the indictment looks like for Puff. So I'm going to read just a little bit of it. So the overview says, for decades, Sean Combs, a.k.a. Puff Daddy, a.k.a. P. Diddy, aka Diddy, aka PD, aka Love, the defendant, abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. To do so, Combs relied on the employees, resources, and influence of his businesses and the business empire that he led and controlled, creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other crimes, sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. Sean Combs, the defendant, operated his business headquartered at various times in Manhattan and Los Angeles under a variety of United States based corporate entities, including Bad Boy Entertainment, Combs Enterprise, and Combs Global.
Hold on,
Well,
SJ. I'm sorry.
okay.
What you reading? Nah, you good. You doing everything right. What you reading right now? So I know to pull it up on the screen. Run the lights up, y'all. Salute to the Rec Mob. We here.
You told me to read the indictment.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. You said it was too small, so I didn't know.
And then I said I'll read what I can. Remember? I said I'll read what I
Gotcha.
can, and then I'll get the rec
All
mob
right,
to
hold on.
engage.
Hold on. Let me pull that up because I thought I had that pulled up. So while you reading it, okay, I do got it here. While you reading, let me get that on the screen. Okay. Now, maybe can I pull it up on the screen big and you can read it?
That's not gonna do nothing for me.
This is big.
It's big on your end, but not right here for me.
You ain't got a magnifying glass?
No, you're gonna have to get me one like Troy
Magnifying
Ave got one
glass.
for
Yeah. Got one for Queen Wolf. I'll get you
Yeah,
one
you're gonna have
too.
to get me one.
I'm gonna get you the magnifying glasses, the 3D glasses.
You know what?
About
I'm
that.
reading off my phone.
Why you ain't reading off the computer?
Because that means I gotta go over, turn it on, and by the time, because you told me, you
Nah,
texted me
you
and said
good, you good,
you
you
was
good, you
running
good.
out, so I was like,
I don't
okay,
gotta
I'm gonna
make
just
that
read it off the
move.
phone.
I ain't gotta make that move no more. So you're good. So
Oh,
what I'm gonna
okay.
do,
Well, then I'm gonna just stop. And you
no,
can
no, no,
just
no,
read
no.
it.
I
Huh?
need you to read that. The people want to hear that, right? Get your computer. I'm gonna take some calls and you can tap back in and say, I'm ready. How about
Okay, I'm
that?
gonna go on a mute. No problem.
All right. Salute to I'm sure you're right. Said he loved the voice. SJ, excuse me.
Huh?
SJ has a phenomenal voice. So salute to Sure You Right on that.
Oh, thank you. Who said that? I'm sorry.
Sure You Right in the chat room. I think
Okay,
that's his
thank
first
you.
time. Run the lights up. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you watch all the content. We got a lot of exclusive interviews that I've done with your favorite celebrities. Of course, you know, the music from M.Reck is right and exact. Of course, the movies, Spooky Hours. We got Best Friends. Oh yeah, Best Friends going to get put back on the market with a major streaming platform. Spooky Hours, all that. It's a lot going on. The animation. So, if you don't see me go live, I'm handling a lot of other business, you know. But it is what it is. I know I'm all over the place, but trust me, everything fall right in place. It is what it is. Salute to the Rec Mob. I'm gonna go to the missed calls, right? I'm gonna put the number back on the screen. As you see, we get people that's right there at the trial calling in. Salute to Debater. Okay, he just tapped in maybe 10 minutes ago or so. Well, he got off the phone maybe 10 minutes ago, if that, and he gave us a breakdown of everything that's going on at that Diddy trial. Salute to the Rec Mob. We here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna call some of these missed calls and the numbers on the screen if you wanna give your assessment on how they, on the whole process of how they choosing the jurors. All right. So let me see. I see somebody. Hold on one second. Because the thing with this whole all right. 267-300. I'm calling you now. Let's get it. Pick up your line. All right. Salute to the Rec Mob. We here. We got 2,000 people staying in the building. Run it up in like 55 minutes. Run the likes up. Like button is free. We live on YouTube. We live on Facebook. Okay. Share the live. Let's get it. Okay. I'm calling people back now. Let's get to it. Run the likes up. This is the live show. I'm your host, M.Reck for MRecktv. Spooky Hours app in the stores, Apple and Google Play. Best Friends will be coming to a major streaming app real soon. Yo.
Hello?
Yes, hello. You call M.Reck?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was.
You wasn't expecting M.Reck to call you back, right? I know.
No, I was not.
I know you wasn't, but here you are in front of thousands of people talking about the Diddy trial with M.Reck. Yeah, you co-hosting right now. What's your name?
Oh, that's so cool, Debbie.
Debbie. So this is Debbie co-hosting with M.Reck, and she don't know how M.Reck give it up. We call people back over here. So Debbie, where you calling from?
I've never heard that before.
Oh,
I live in North Carolina, but I'm from Philly originally.
Okay. Shouts to NC. Shouts to Philly. Listen, Debbie, I know we do a lot of things that you would never hear from these YouTubers or these celebs. I'm just different over here, and I like to invite you to the Rec Mob. Now you family. You know what I mean? When you're a subscriber and you call in the show, you become family. You Rec Mob family, okay, Debbie? So we're gonna call you. We're gonna call you Debbie. We're gonna call you Debbie Rec Mob, okay? Debbie RM, okay?
Okay.
So talk to me, Debbie. Give me your assessment on this whole Diddy trial and the whole process that's going on.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what I think. I used to be a paralegal. I was a paralegal for about 25 years. I worked for the DA's office in Philly.
Say what?
And yeah, it was very interesting. It was very interesting to hear the young lady earlier who spoke about how there was not much pushback from prosecutors when all these male jurors were chosen. That's a little disturbing because, so basically, if he ends up getting off because of the fact that there was not many females on the trial, that obviously can sympathize with what some of these women were going through. It sounds like grounds for appeal to me.
I hear that.
I mean, think about it. Because, I mean, if the fact that there's not only, but if there's a majority of men who maybe are not as sensitive towards victims in situations like this. I work in the victim witness unit too with the DA's office, so I kind of understand how that feels from the victim's perspective. You have a bunch of males on a trial involving women that were sexually assaulted and abused in multiple ways, and there's a bunch of men on the jury. That's crazy. That should never happen. Unless, I mean, I don't know. Would it be reasonable to think that maybe he's being helped out? I mean, let's be real. We know he has connections. And I'm not, I work for the DA's office, but I'm not stupid. Everybody is not a good person just because they're out here supposedly fighting crime. So I don't know. That just didn't ring true at all to me. Even though, I heard the guy earlier say how that the women were trying hard to get on the jury, but, they weren't able to hide the fact that they probably had some, some biases that that they maybe weren't really good at concealing. But still, I mean, the judge has to balance it out. There has to be, you're not going to find somebody that's totally unbiased, but you just have to be able to find people that can look past who he is and what they've seen. And you can't tell me only men can do that. That's crazy. That's crazy.
So now, you say you was an ex paralegal, or you still is?
No, I'm not. I don't do legal work anymore. I did it for about 20 years.
20 years. Okay, let's talk about that. And I'm glad you called the show. So now you could be my go-to for legal stuff. You can call in every now and then. I could tap in with you. That's what we do. We want to get the information right and exact. So now you being in the legal work for over 20 years. Did you retire?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No,
Oh, no?
I got tired of law. I'm a massage therapist now. I got tired of being
massage
dealing
therapist.
with paper.
Okay.
Yes, I love it. I love massage. Yeah.
So you being a massage therapist, now I'm just curious. I'm just making conversation here. Okay. So now are you married or are you with somebody?
I'm divorced.
You divorced. Okay.
So divorced and I'm single.
Divorced and single. So because I was gonna ask you that. How in the hell are you a massage therapist being married or being in a relationship? But you just answered my question, all right? And you divorced the law.
No.
Look, you divorced the law and you divorced your husband. So you can do what you want to do.
No.
You know?
Well, no. See, that massage therapy gets such a bad rap.
Okay.
I got into massage because it was a lifesaver for me when I was married twice. My first husband died from cancer.
Oh, damn.
And
I'm sorry. My condolences.
when he was awesome. At that time I was a paralegal, but at the time that we were together for 22 years, and he developed cancer, and the cancer center that he went to gave complimentary massages for the patients and the caregivers.
Oh, wow.
And he would go get a massage, and he would go get chemo once a week. And and I forgot my mom was dealing with cancer at the same time, and she was living with us. So I was under a lot of stress. I had kids, my kids were teenagers. So when he would go get chemo, I would get a massage, and that lady pretty much patched me up and put me back together from a spiritual standpoint, and made it so I could deal with the stress that I was under at that time. So my approach to massage is not sensual. I mean, unless it's with my man, that's different. But with clients, it's 100% professional.
100%
the only male clients I take, it's 100% professional. I don't play those games. This is how I eat. So
let me ask you this.
Male clients.
Let me not to cut your wisdom, and I know you're new to the show, so you gotta get used to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm never trying to disrespect you or nothing, but we do like to make it entertaining over here. You know what I mean? I'm going off the information. So you said you don't cross the lines, but you can't tell me it was men that came to you with other intentions. Men had to ask for those happy hours specials. So you never gave a happy hour special?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't do that.
So it's off the table, y'all.
Yeah, and the way I come off with them, they can tell. They can tell I'm all about my business, and they don't even try that.
So, Rec Mob, do you have is your business is it broad out there, or is it private? Are you promoting it like that?
It's pretty small.
Okay.
It's pretty small because I'm not trying to kill myself. I'm a woman of a certain age, so I'm not trying to work that hard. But I'm very particular about the clients that I take on, and I don't put myself in positions or situations that could be potentially unsafe.
Correct.
So
correct.
I don't really have those problems.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad that you're not in those situations to have those problems. But but you know what's so crazy? I need my neck and my back cracked so bad. You know what I mean? I'm right now talking to you. I'm over here trying to crack my neck, But nevertheless, you Rec Mob now. We got Debbie here. She's a former paralegal, but she's a what is it? A masseuse? Massage therapist. Ooh, I like the twist on that. What's the difference between a masseuse, right? That's what it's called, right? And a massage therapist. What's the difference?
We're taught that the word masseuse is usually the type that brings to mind those happy ending type of situations. That's not what I do.
Got you.
Yeah.
Now I understand. So you ladies out here with masseuse under your titles, acting like you a massage therapist. You out here giving happy endings.
Nah.
Right? Okay, it's a difference.
You may be. That the way I was taught, that's kind of a buzzword for that type of life, and that's not the life I'm in. So
I got you. I'm loving it, Debbie. I ain't gonna front. You made this show fun. I learned some things I didn't know about massage therapists and masseuse, so I know the difference now. So when these chicks is out here saying I'm a masseuse and like, you know what I mean, like listen. I see how you getting down.
Using that word?
Yeah, I see how you getting down, Miss Lady, Miss Masseuse. Okay,
exactly.
Miss Happy. Look, exactly. Miss Happy Ending. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I'm not knocking your hustle, Miss Happy Ending, but
I mean, I think they need to go on and legalize it to make my life easier.
Wow.
You know?
That's a fact. That's a fact. Listen, Debbie, if you can, make sure you subscribe. You Rec Mob now, and we're gonna be tapping in, you know, just in case, because we like to tap in with all types of walks of life and different people, and the fact that you was in a legal field, the fact that you are a massage therapist, okay, we're gonna have, you know, some conversations that we're gonna need your expertise on, you know. So we're gonna tap in with you. Make sure you lock me in. This is the show number. Make sure you subscribe, and thank you for calling. This is a pleasure. Thank you.
I definitely will. Y'all have a great day. I'm gonna keep listening because I'm excited about this trial.
Oh, not a problem. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Okay. All right. Take care.
Peace. Shouts to Debbie. She's Rec Mob now. Run the lights up. This is the livest show. You never know who gonna call. I'm gonna call some people back. I'm glad I called her back. You know, I need my back crack. That's a fact. Like, you know what I mean? Listen. Run the lights up. We live. Day 3 of the Diddy trial. Let me get to these missed calls. Okay. This look like my man. I think this is him. This look like the homie. Is this the homie? Is this the homie? Peace.
What's going on, Rec?
What is this Jose across the street from Vegas?
Nah, man, it's the vampire, man.
Oh yeah, this is Jose. What's going on? Talk to me.
Listen at your massage therapist who went from locking brothers up to giving them massages.
You crazy, man. Nah, be careful, man. She's somebody new. You know what I mean? You gotta, you know, everybody's not used to.
I don't want to hear that.
You're trolling.
You lock me up now. You want to give me a massage?
No. You're not gonna do that to Debbie, man. You're not doing that. You're not gonna mess the vibe up. Nah, because Debbie don't know you're trolling. You know, persona. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to get offensive. You know, that's another thing, y'all. I'm going to tone it down with the jokes because some people are getting sensitive and I don't want nobody to be feeling away. Okay. So I may tone it down with the jokes. Yeah. That's why I'm gonna be honest with you. That's why I don't really do spooky hours like that. That's the real reason, because a lot of people got sensitive, but I'm going to bring spooky.
That's what built everything, though. How can you go away from what built everything?
I know. Tell me, you right. Look, but I'm gonna do spooky hours. I'm gonna say this Sunday, if I'm not caught up, I do spooky. Yo, Lord is crazy. Well, you know, Lord, I ain't gonna front. Listen, salute to the Rec Mob. We here, right? Nevertheless,
that's like your cake, your ingredients that built your cake, that made your cake you started with.
I know.
And then you say you want to go away from them ingredients.
I don't want to go away from it, but people are getting sensitive. What can I do? You know what I mean? What can I do, bro? You feel me?
I don't know. I mean, you ventured in the other things, but did you see that Smokey Robinson? They got him on the chopping board now.
Of course, we did a podcast about it. Me and Troy Ab is on the channel. I put it up this morning, bro. You ain't see that? We covered that.
No, I ain't see that one. I was like, Smokey Robinson in his 80s, still running around, grabbing females when his wife leave the house. He get butterball naked as soon as the wife leaves.
Crazy. Yeah, Smokey allegedly is out here.
Smokey smoking boots.
Look, Smokey out here allegedly smoking boots. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly.
They say as soon as his wife leave, he snatch his hookup off.
Yo, Smokey,
and start busting down all the way. What is they, the help? They the what is they, the cleanup ladies or whatever?
House what is it called?
Yeah, housekeepers or whatever. They all his housekeepers talk about as soon as his wife leaves. Smokey get butterball naked.
Listen, man. Jose, wow, man. Look, talk to me, man. You got anything?
Hold on. But let me say something else.
Hold on real quick. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Run the likes up. We live on YouTube. We live on Facebook. We got 2,000 people staying in the room, which is a beautiful thing. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe because this live is a vibe. I'm your host, M.Reck for MRecktv. And I also have a TV show called Spooky Hours. You can download the app right now. That's dealing with the supernatural. If you're new to the channel, the app is in the Apple Store as well as the Google Play Store. Go get that right now because I'm telling you now, that content is not going to be on the app no more. It's going to go to a major streaming app, and that's going to take time. So while you can still watch it, download the app, watch now you got a TV series and you got an animated series. Go watch it. I'm telling you now because when, Reck, I can't access those episodes no more. I'm going to give you new episodes, but while you can access those other episodes, get it now. Spooky Hours right now. You can find it in the Apple Store, Google Play Store, Spooky Hours TV.tv. Okay, it's a lot going on. So we got Jose on the line. He's a truck driver. Salute to all my truckers. Jose, talk to me.
So how can me and Deacon Weasel and all the spook mobs get us a little channel where you let us act the fool, man? We need our own time.
I'm glad you said that. And Jose is going to be a co-host soon. We working that out. We're going to figure out his availability and, whatever works for me. We're going to figure that out. So I'm glad you said that.
Right. So
Jose is going to sponsor a segment on MRecktv for the truckers. So that's what we're going to do. I speak to you behind the scenes on that. I have SJ reach out, but we'll speak behind the scenes on that. Okay. So how soon you want to get that?
Yeah. So you say you need to keep yours clean. Yeah. Let us have a place for us to come where we want to wild out.
Okay.
And give us an hour just to wild out. Yeah,
but you can't be cursing and carrying on and all that. You can, talk reckless, but just keep it clean. You know what I'm saying? Just don't.
Okay. Yeah, you have to give me the format because I set my studio up, so you have to let me know how we can work things out. But we need our little demon time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So look,
y'all can't be on demon time with me no more.
Look. Everything is business. All right. So you let's work out the business. I have SJ draw up a proposal. You'll be the host on the show, and then you can gather up other hosts that you think will be dope for the show. Let's work out the business, and I'll let you rock. That's how we do that. You know what I mean? Cash me out.
That sounds good. I got some bread to drop on something like that.
There you go.
That sounds pretty good. I bring Deacon Weasel and a few more others.
Okay, but look, it stays here at MRecktv. Just know that, okay? Especially when. We can
do that. We can do that. I'm sure Wreck Mob would appreciate that and not get me in trouble like they did once before when you didn't let us go on and they hyped me up. Jose, start a Spooky Hours.
Well, look.
And I caught all the flack from behind that.
Yeah, I gave you the smoke. I don't play. I don't like.
I caught the smoke.
Look, how about this?
See, I didn't rat on the Wreck Mob.
Okay.
The Wreck Mob was the one that told me, Jose, you could do this because one night you left it on.
Okay.
But you didn't come on. But you left it on and it was going.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So we was all talking.
Got you. Look.
You see what I'm saying? You didn't come on. You probably was listening.
Hold on. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna speak behind the scenes, right? And we're gonna work everything out. But we gotta work, you got to drop bread first, and then you got to be a sponsor on the show to keep it going and all that. And then what I do, you could take some of the content and put it on your channel so you can make your money back. You know what I mean? We'll work it out. So I have SJ reach out, and because we got to speak to you anyway about co-hosting because you pay for that. So
right. Okay, Wreck Mob. We need our own demon time, Wreck Mob. So y'all get with me. We start our own demon time. Weasel, G-String, Garcia, Hatchback Male, all of us. You know what I'm saying? We can do what we do.
Look, you can't. Shouts to Maybach Mel. He right. Jose try to steal the M.Reck Spooky Hours idea. Okay, you can't do that. Okay, I blow up your truck. But you know,
I didn't do that. Reg Mob did that, and I caught the smoke.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna keep everything in proper perspective. So let's do this because I got to get to these other callers. You can chat back in.
Okay, I'll talk to you.
All right, we'll talk
All
behind
right.
the scenes, my man. All right, peace.
Okay.
My man.
All right.
Let's get it, y'all. Salute to the Rec Mob. You know, M.Reck dude, I throw alley-oops, okay? I put people in positions that you'll never see them in. And shouts to Debbie. She said she never heard a radio show calling people back or YouTube show. Yeah, I call people back. So over here, you're gonna hear things you ain't gonna never hear. I throw alley-oops. Nobody's never gonna throw you. Okay, that's just me. So get used to M.Reck. I'm a selfless individual. I want everybody to win, but we got to do it properly. It's protocol. SJ will be handling everything on the back end of the business. So if I say I'm gonna tap in with you, SJ is gonna tap in with you. Okay, because I got a lot going on. Peace. Peace.
Yo, M.Reck, what up?
What's going on? Who this?
Yo, I'm vibing out, M.Reck. I hope everything going great with you.
Everything going great.
What you said about Diddy, M.Reck?
What I say about him? I'm lost.
Now you in the title, what you got? Diddy they don't want no female jurors on the joint.
Well, pretty much. Let me read it. It says Diddy and prosecutors have added mostly men to the pool of 35 potential jurors. Yes, that's what's going on.
Uh-huh.
Talk to me.
You know what?
Yeah.
I would say this. That sounded a bit weird. You know, just for sarcastic purposes. But I don't think that's. I don't even know if that's all the way possible. But I think they more so going for a balanced jury. You get what I'm saying? Like, and yo, you know, we love the ladies. You know what I'm saying? But the ladies, they more so on the emotional aspect of the equation, and that might not always. You feel me? That might not always go all the way well in the court of law. So I think they more so trying to get a balanced panel of jurors. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, as opposed to like just to like a one side dominated perspective. So you know, I don't know, bro, but I'm gonna keep it a beam with you, M.Reck. I think he's gonna. I'm like 85% sure he's gonna beat that case. I ain't gonna hold you.
Why you say that?
I'm not because just like when you really think about it, right? There's a lot of paperwork involved. Yo, I done heard, man. I'm gonna see how this go out because I did hear some wild joint that Diddy did. It's like I heard he did some crazy high tech joint with some of the stuff he got. But what I'm saying is some of these people consented to this, M.Reck. They continue to participate. We've seen them in the music videos. We've seen them throwing up the champagne glasses. And then after that, they hit the freak off and geek off. We've seen it, bro.
Gotcha.
So what that perspective, you feel me? Some of these people consented to it, bro. They wanted to be in the billionaire club, bro. So that's not fun.
Look, in this world, nah, salute. I hear what you're saying, but in this world, right, even with that, right, you're gonna have people that is on the other side. Maybe, well, not maybe, is victims now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to not be sympathetic to the victims that actually woke up with their cheeks sore. You dig what I'm saying? Or their jawbone sore. You know what I mean? Respectfully. You know, women and men, you know what I'm saying, woke up with, their backside sore. You know what I mean? They don't know what happened. They was drugged up, yeah, allegedly. So I want to be sympathetic to the victims. You feel me?
Yeah, you're right. I do too. I do too as well. And no funny, their testimonies, they need to make sure that they speaking out and that awareness is being raised. You feel me? I agree with you all the way. But I'm just saying, enough with hiding everything now. You get what I'm saying? Like, really, like, get to the truth and let the people know and raise awareness for your experience. But yo, M.Reck, shout out to you and shout out to the Red Mob. And
And I'm listening. Keep having a great day, you heard?
No doubt, my brother. Thank you. What's your name again?
Yo, Flex.
Spell that, good brother.
Flex.
Flex.
Yes, sir.
All right. No doubt, my brother. Flex. Got you.
Flex.
Yeah, got you. I thought you said something else.
Flex.
M.Reck. Salute, Flex. My man.
Yo, you know it. You know it. God, peace.
Peace. Run the likes up. We live. Y'all call me up, man. I'm taking calls from the world. Okay. And I'm calling people back. Call me up. If I miss your call me back. Okay. Sometimes I don't get all the calls on this app. This app is a little different than the other app I had. Okay. Call me back. I don't have nobody number saved in this app. If you're new to the channels, a lot of people new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. You can call up. This show, you can call up. I'll call you back. We got the Spooky Hours TV series. I'm telling you now, make sure you watch it now. Download it on your Apple app or the Google Play app. Download it now while you can watch the episodes. Those episodes will not be on the app probably in the next couple of I don't want to say next couple of months, probably in the next couple of weeks. All right. So it would be on another major streaming app, and that's going to take time before it winds up on that. But you got a couple of more weeks to watch the Spooky Hours episode, the cinematic episodes, as well as the animation episodes. Download MRecktv Spooky Hours app in the Apple Store and Google Play Store. Okay, while you still can. I'm giving you the heads up now. While you still can, if you got the app, salute. And if you got the app, you're gonna get a lot of new episodes. Okay, but the classic episodes or the early episodes, they're gonna be leased out to other streaming platforms, stuff like that. We doing big business over here. All right. Salute to the rec mob. Y'all coming with me. Okay. I told y'all I got y'all from the time I started Spooky Hours. I told y'all I was going to do a TV show. I told y'all I was going to do a live show. Did that. Told y'all I was going to do a TV show. Did that. Told y'all I was going to do animation. Did that. Told y'all we going to be on major apps. Because a lot of people was asking, yo, M.Reck, when is going to be on Netflix? When is going to be on Hulu? I told y'all, just stay tuned. Okay. So, we got apps we dealing with. So it may be Netflix, it may be Hulu, maybe something else. There's other apps too that's major too. You know what I mean? We're gonna go where the love is at. Let's just say that. You know what I mean? Y'all know we're gonna go where the love is at, where they understand the financial side, where they understand the vision, they understand this M.Reck Spooky Hours thing. So salute to the rec mob. We here. Salute to AdWords. He said Spooky Hours fire. Salute to AdWords. That joint he got on Lloyd Banks' album, fire. Okay. Let the people know again how they can tap in to that Lloyd Banks album. Rec mob is lit. Rec mob is lit. Shouts to Troy Ave and Queen Wolf, the Facto podcast. Go check that episode 100. Go subscribe to Troy Ave channel. Also, we got the clip over here on MRecktv. The last video I uploaded this morning, I say about gotta be like 7 hours ago or something like that. So the last video I uploaded 7 hours ago, and the last 3-4 videos, go watch that. All right. So let's get it, y'all. Let me call back all the people. SJ, can I get you on the line? Are you ready? You never tap back to let me know you ready. I was rocking out for a good while. Are you ready, SJ, to read this Diddy indictment?
Yes, but we're not going to read the whole.
No, you don't have to read the whole thing. All right, you got a caller. So we're going to do it after this caller, all right? Peace. Peace. Mute your audio, caller. Yeah, mute your audio. This my man Anthony, right? My man Anthony from Chicago. Yeah, you got to mute it. I still hear it, bro. I still hear it, good brother.
All right, that's good.
All right, talk to me, Anthony.
Yeah, I was just tuning into the show. I see it's the day 3 trial of Diddy.
Talk to me.
I saw that they saying that some of the celebrities that was like connected to Diddy, some of their names got mentioned in the trial.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Mm-hmm.
I know he's real cool with Jada Pinkett and Will and
Correct.
and some other celebrities. I can't think of some of their names.
Got you. Yeah, it was Michael B. Jordan. It was Mike Myers. It was a few that came up in these last couple of days.
Yeah, it was.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to find them 2 songs. I sent it to your email yesterday.
Oh, you did? What? Which one? To the MRecktv submissions?
Yeah.
All right, cool. SJ's gonna forward those emails to me. Appreciate it. Thank you, bro. So Anthony, man, thank you for tapping in. All right. All right, good brother. Peace. Peace.
Call from.
Peace. Peace. Peace.
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm great, good brother. You got me on speaker?
Let me take it off.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. State your name. Where you calling from, good brother?
Uncle Charles from Birmingham, Alabama.
Shouts to Uncle Charles from Birmingham, Alabama, man. Talk to me, man. What's your assessment?
I'm gonna make this quick assessment and then I'm gonna get on off here because you're a busy man.
It's
Let me
all
tell you
good.
something. Everybody that have came into contact with Diddy, their career have suffered, or everybody, or most of the people career have went down the drain, and the rest of them don't die. This man, ordered a casket. This ain't something. It's a fake. This is something that's real. He bought a casket for his children's mother 2 weeks before she died. So there ain't no somebody saying that that's not true. That is true. That's documented. Everybody that came in contact with him, their lives have been ruined. And then I hear somebody say, well, they consented to it. Yeah, the ones that walked in and walk out. What about the ones that walked in and then they be laying in the tub with no clothes on? How about them people? See, this is what I'm talking about.
I spoke on that.
And I don't know I don't know what's going on with some of these black men. I don't know what's going on with them. But standing out here accusing Smokey Robinson, Smokey 84 years old. And I didn't want to believe about Smokey until I watched his concert. He went to taking his clothes off. Smokey, let me tell you something, Smokey. Don't do it. Please don't do it, Smokey. Because see, I have to sleep at night, and I'm already got amnesia and all that other stuff going, and nervous condition. And now you're gonna take your clothes off? Please, Smokey, don't do it. Because if you're gonna do it, you might be in that cell with Diddy. You might well be in there with him. And I suggest you take the baby oil with you. This is what I'm talking about. He needs to go to jail. He needs to pay for what he don't done. Like everybody else, you can go out and get in trouble tonight. You can go get in trouble tonight. And guess what? You'll go to jail. Because there's rules and regulations.
Look, we ain't gonna put that in the universe. M.Reck gonna get $1 billion tonight, if anything. We gonna put that. M.Reck gonna produce another major TV series or get another major deal. We gonna put that in the universe. We don't want to put no jail or anything negative like that. You feel me? So you gotta be careful what we put in the universe. You feel me?
And I'm going. Yes, sir. I'm gonna pray for that. I'm gonna pray for you because you deserve that, man. And the higher you go, the higher you get, and it's all blessings at the end. And I'm gonna say this in closing. I don't know what's going on with men today, but if you're gonna take your clothes off, Lord, please take it off in the bathroom with the door shut. Don't do it. Now we got guys out here on stage just saying 84 years old. Who want to see Smokey naked? I don't. And that's all I got to say, man. I appreciate you, baby.
Got you. Appreciate you too, good brother.
Yes,
Make sure, look, real quick before you go, download that Spooky Hours app. That's my app. That's what I need you and other people to do. Download the Spooky Hours app in the Apple Store, the Google Play Store. That's my TV series. All right? Do me that favor, good brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
Thank you now. Bye.
Run the likes up. We live on YouTube, okay? It's something I wanted to do. Oh, we got the new show called Cracking the Code. All right. We got my guys, that they know crypto like the back of their hand. Okay. I did an interview with them Saturday that's dropping soon. I'm gonna drop some of the clips maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. Short clips just to, spoon feed y'all. I don't want to give y'all too much, and then we'll drop the full interview. So shouts to Omar, Jason at Coin Theater. The new show is called Cracking the Code. Okay, sponsored by Coin Theater, and Rogue Bunny. Okay. So my guests on the show, Omar and Jason, they educating me on cryptocurrency, and they're going to be educating the rec mob. Okay. Cracking the code. Okay. So, and I'm making a big announcement. You know, just know on the crypto market, you might see something affiliated with MRecktv, okay, and Rec Mob. So listen, man, we come to get this money in all ways, okay? So matter of fact, let me get them to tap into the show real quick. We're going to continue to talk Diddy, but we want to get y'all that financial wealth, okay? So M.Reck is going to be teaching people about this, you know, financial freedom and your credit, real estate, crypto, stocks, and all that. While I'm learning, you know, because I'm in the business, you know what I'm saying, into all business, real estate. I got some crypto, I got some stocks, and you know what I mean. But I'm still learning. You dig? So while I'm learning, I got good credit. I got people to them Amex cards. You know, Amex is the big dog. Okay, the platinum, the gold. Yeah. So while I'm learning crypto, I'm be educating myself, you know, with my partners, and I'm be educating the rec mall, and we're gonna be educating the rec mall. So Omar, if you listening, tap into the show. Jason, if you listening, tap into the show. If not, let me see if I can call him real quick. You know what I'm saying? Also KB, he's on the show. KB Beyond. So yeah, we at the 1:30 mark. Run the lights up, cracking the code, coming soon, any day. That's the new MRecktv show. Salute to the rec mob. Let me get them on the line, y'all. So if y'all want that financial freedom information, you know what I mean, for free, put a thumbs up. You want to learn about crypto, you may have some, but you want to learn more. You might have got some just cause. Put a thumbs up. I want to know. Put a thumbs up. Run the likes up. Okay, put a thumbs up. Put the fire emojis up. If you want to learn more about crypto, you want to, man, it's dudes that I know that was popped on the street that became millionaires. I'm talking about these dudes ain't know nothing about crypto, but they just they wanted to get right. You know what I mean? And they right now. You know what I mean? It's people that I know that ain't listen. It's people that I know that's my man right there. Where he been at? Danny Devine. What's happening, bro? Miss you, man. This is my guy. Man. Danny Devine was, yo, I ain't gonna front. He's a big Spooky Hours fan, supporter, always sponsoring the show too. Danny Devine, man, where you been at, man? An incredible artist too. Gave me a great painting. Is at the office too. Shouts to you, man. Danny Devine, man. Good seeing you, man. Thank you, man, for tapping in. Shouts to AdWords. Everybody want the financial info. Okay, so let's get them on the line real quick. Run the lights up, y'all. We gonna get back to this Diddy thing. This is what I do. I'm gonna get SJ to speak on the Diddy indictment, run the lights up, and then I'm gonna get Omar and Jason, or one of the two, to speak on some crypto info. I'm doing this just cause. See, everybody want it. Okay, we got the new show coming, Cracking the Code. So y'all be getting that. Look forward for that. So if you're looking forward to the Cracking the Code show, I need it right now. Hashtag Cracking the Code. It can start with SJ. Hashtag Cracking the Code show. I need that right now in the chat room. Hashtag Cracking the Code show. That's the new MRecktv show. We're gonna be debuting that. It can start tonight. Some of the clips, but this week. Hashtag Cracking the show. Cracking the Code show. All right, let's get it. So, SJ, are you there?
I'm right here.
Okay, so SJ is going to be reading some of this indictment. You know, it's a lot, so she's going to read some of it. And let me get this off the screen, y'all. And I'm gonna reach out to Omar and Jason so they can give you some of this financial wealth information. Okay.
You want me to start over or just continue
Yes.
where I left over? Okay.
I want you to start over because I didn't even hear it. Hold on one second. And I'm trying to find it. I don't even know where it went. Okay, it's right here. How come I'm not seeing it on the screen? Okay, let's get it, y'all. So SJ is going to be reading the racketeering Well, hold on. I think it's the same thing, right? It got 24. What is it? CRIM 542.
Yes.
Okay. Hold on. Let me get it big on the screen. Why is it showing me? I don't like the way the format that it's showing in. Okay, nevertheless, let's get it SJ. So, real quick, if you're new to the channel, if you've been tapped in, SJ is gonna be reading the seal indictment from the Diddy case. All right, let's get it.
Count 1, the grand jury charges. For decades, Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka P. Diddy, aka Diddy, aka PD, aka Love, the defendant, abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, to protect his reputation and conceal his conduct. To do so, Combs relied on the employees, resources, and influence of the multi-faceted business empire that he led and controlled, creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other crimes, sex trafficking, forced labors, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka P. Diddy, aka Diddy, aka PD, aka Love, the defendant, operated his business headquarters at various times in Manhattan and Los Angeles under a variety of United States based corporate entities, including Bad Boy Entertainment, Combs Enterprises, and Combs Global. Collectively, the Combs businesses, corporate entities in the Combs business, including, among other things, record labels, a recording studio, an apparel line, an alcoholic spirits business, a marketing agency, and a television network and media company. At all times relevant to this indictment, Sean Combs, the defendant, engaged in a persistent and persuasive pattern of abuse toward women and other individuals. This abuse was at times verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual. As part of his pattern of abuse, Combs manipulated women to participate in highly orchestrated performances of sexual activity with male commercial sex workers. At times, Combs and others acting at his direction made arrangements for women and commercial sex workers to fly to Combs' location. Combs ensured participation from the women by, among other things, obtaining and distributing narcotics to them, controlling their careers, leveraging his financial support, and threatening to cut off the same and using intimidation and violence. Physical abuse by Sean Combs, the defendant, was recurrent and widely known. On numerous occasions from at least in or about 2009 and continuing for years, Combs assaulted women along with other things, striking, punching, dragging, throwing objects, and kicking them. These assaults were at times witnessed by others and included one instance in a Los Angeles hotel in about March 2016, which was captured on video and later publicly reported, where Combs kicked, dragged, and threw a vase at a woman as she was attempting to leave. When a member of the hotel security staff intervened, Combs attempted to bribe the staff member to ensure silence. Combs' violence was also not limited.
Stop there. Hold on. I'm glad you we're gonna give you a little breather. Thank you. So we're gonna give SJ a little breather. We got some people calling up. I'm gonna have Omar call up to give you that financial wealth on the cryptocurrency, and we're gonna promote the Crack in the Code show. So give me 1 second. I'm texting as I'm. So I'm gonna go to the phone lines because the lines is ringing. SJ just read your 2 pages. We're gonna give her a breather. Thank you. I'm gonna go to the calls. SJ, you stay right there. Don't go nowhere. Don't disappear. Okay. Run the lights up. We got my man Danny Devine in the room. Salute to the rec mall. Now let's go to the calls. We here. We're gonna finish reading this Diddy indictment. We're gonna give it to y'all in doses, okay? But we're gonna go to the calls. We doing a million things over here. Run the lights up. Salute to the rec mob. We here. Okay. Let's go to the phone lines. And then I got some exclusives for y'all. I got my guys at Coin Theater, Omar and Jason, they're gonna tap in. Okay, where's the app for the calls? Okay, let me see. Okay, why is it not refreshing? Okay, hold on 1 second, y'all. Run the likes up. If I miss your call, because it's saying I missed calls, but I never got them. It's crazy. All right, so if I miss your call, just call back because this app is a little different than my other app.
Hello?
Peace.
Peace. What's going on, Reck?
What's going on? Who this?
This G Money, man. Be in the chat.
Oh,
Philly.
G Money from Philly. What's happening, good brother?
Yeah.
Salute.
Nothing, man. Nothing. I
Talk
just want
to
to
me.
comment on that Diddy case.
Okay.
I believe he's gonna win that case.
Mm.
Everything on there is just a bunch of he say, she say. And in today's society, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can see a woman every day, but that one time something don't go her way, you could lose everything.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if I was a celebrity, I wouldn't even mess with none of them women. I'll try to get married first.
Mm.
Because the minute you don't pay them, or the minute you do something they don't like, either going to take your money or you're going to go to jail and they're going to take your money.
Mm.
Like, look at Smokey Robinson and Shannon Sharp. What they got in common right now?
They both being sued for $50 million. Yep.
There you go. Right? Now, peep this, though.
Mm-hmm.
Smokey Robinson, 84 years old. We never heard nothing about Smokey Robinson.
Word.
Nothing about him for women.
Ever.
As soon as Diddy, Shannon Sharp, R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, all of them people start getting locked up for sexual misconduct and sued. Now, our elder, who never got in trouble, 84 years old, is being accused of the same thing. You know, you don't see how all that ties in with the celebrities. Anybody that got influence, anybody that got money, anybody that got power. You know what I'm saying? They take them down because listen, you can dance with me, but you can't, you know, have this whole party. You can just dance on the floor, but you can't go no further than that. So when Diddy get his money, what he do? He try to dance with the white man. White man said, no, we got to put you in your place. We'll take all your money and put, and you know the worst part is? What's the worst thing a man can be accused of before going to court? It's being guilty in public opinion.
Yep.
That'll ruin you already. Because if I already think you're guilty, right, and destroy your reputation, that's all you got right now is your reputation. If I take your reputation away from you, you less of a man. You done. Because now everybody going to look at you and say, oh, yeah, well, G Money did that. I believe he did it. Because everybody run the same narrative that I did it without me even going to court. Not even me showing the evidence. I'm guilty. So that's what they do. Smokey Robinson, we all laughing and joking, saying, oh, Smokey doing this. No, that's some serious stuff with Smokey. They got his wife involved. She's getting sued also. So you look at our elders, look at our celebrities, you look at anybody that got influence. These white men will definitely sit you down. And you know who the worst critic of them all when it comes to us? Our own self. All we got to do is keep shaming us, and we gonna point the finger and say, Diddy did it. R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, Smokey Robinson, Shannon Sharp. Yeah, they did all that. You don't see them do that to these white folks when they get accused. Skip Bayless was just accused of paying a woman $1 million to sleep with him. You see how fast that went away? They ain't even make the news like Shannon Sharp. You see what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So it's like, this is what they do to black people, man. They sit here and they run the narratives and they feed it to us. And what we do, we regurgitate it amongst each other. And once we have the whole black community against you, you done. Ain't nobody down there supporting none of these celebrities. I don't care if let me see if they're guilty first. Then you know what I'm saying? I'll say, yeah, they wrong. But why we don't have nobody down there supporting? We got everybody down there to see if he's gonna go to jail or to see if Shannon Sharp gonna pay that money. Instead of all of us banding together and say, listen, we're gonna stand behind each other until we find out the facts. Because everybody has the right to be innocent until proven guilty. We just guilty automatically.
No doubt. Hold
You
on
know what
one
I'm saying?
second.
So
Hold on, G Money. Hold on. Run the likes up. This is the livest show. We got my brother Ace in the building. We got G Money on the line from Philly. I love G Money assessment. He always give a dope assessment. We live on YouTube. We live on Facebook. Okay, the like button take you 2 seconds to hit. Okay. Also, we taking calls from everybody. Okay, we going back into the Diddy indictments. Okay, as Jay was reading that. Salute to the Rec Mob. You can donate to the channel. $ MRecktv is the Cash App. Salute to Tri-State Red for dropping that super chat. She said, of course, it's the white man. Hashtag free our angels. Okay, salute to Tri-State Red, one of my biggest supporters. Thank you, Tri-State Red. Now, G Money, you got the floor. Let's get it.
yeah, so like I was saying, when it comes to us, we are biggest critics. So this is what they do. They put certain people in situations. Because like I said, Diddy shouldn't have never sued. We all know he should have never sued Diego. Once he sued Diego, you think you're gonna keep all that money? You know what I'm saying? And those tapes. You got the whole world in your hands. You got those tapes, and you got this money. He's powerful with those tapes and that money. You got all types of powerful people on those tapes, and you got this money from this company. You know what we're going to do? We're going to have to sit you down, take everything from you, put you in a court of public opinion, make you guilty, make your own people turn against you, and make you sit in that cell and cry, and then we might let you back out. But when you come back out, what you going to do? Everything is done. Your reputation is done. You're tarnished. Now you're going to go hide in a hole somewhere and just be thankful you out. We ain't hear from Bill Cosby since he got out of jail. When last time you heard Bill Cosby? As soon as he came home, he fell all the way back. You don't hear nothing about him. So anybody that got any type of power, influence, all they gonna do is take everything from you they gave you, put you on timeout, and then once you come out of timeout, now you learned your lesson. So now listen, we gonna leave these crumbs and you gonna just disappear like you never had it. Because right now he was the last mogul. They try to do it to Jay-Z too. But Jay-Z too tapped in with, those white folks that they said, no, you can't get him just yet. We still need him here. But we'll sacrifice Diddy, we'll sacrifice Shannon Sharp, and we'll give you Smokey Robinson, but not Jay-Z. Because best believe it's going to be another celebrity that's going to end up getting locked up or charged or sued for sexual misconduct. And it's crazy because that's what they make a black man look like. They be sexual predators. All black men ain't like that, man. We all ain't sexual predators. We ain't out here raping women. Excuse myself. I mean, assaulting women.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's what they try to do is try to make us seem like we just see sexual deviants out here just doing whatever we want to these women. And the black man is like, hey, look, that's why black women, you don't need to be with him because all he gonna do is take advantage of you. You see what I'm saying? So come on over here to us. We gonna make sure you good. Because that's what they want, divide and conquer. You use these celebrities to make it seem like that's what all black men want to have money. So you can go ahead and have those sisters go to the other side.
G Money, hold that thought. I got another caller, but I appreciate you tapping in, good brother. Great assessment. You heard? G Money, you there? I don't know what happened. Yo, Omar, what's the word?
Hey man, you ready?
Yeah, man. I'm good. Hold on one second.
Hold on. All right.
Yo, G Money. Yeah,
I'm still here.
Yo, so check it, good brother. I appreciate it. Dope assessment as always. I got another caller. All right.
All right. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man. I'm writing the chat.
All right, my brother.
All right.
Salute. Peace.
Peace. What's good, my guy?
What's going on, Omar? We got Omar from Coin Theater on the line, and Omar is the first guest on the new MRecktv Cracking the Code show with Jason and KB on, right? So Omar, man, if you can give us some, give us some gems on crypto right now. What's hot on the market right now, man? What's moving, man? Talk to the people.
Hey, first and foremost, stand up, man. M.Reck is an amazing person, man. So I can speak for him when he say he appreciates the support. And secondly, actually, I got Jason on the call right now too, man. So we wanted to just bring as much knowledge to the people. You know what I mean?
Jason, what's going on, my guy? How you feeling, man?
Always great, man. Always great.
That's what's up, man. I'm glad that
Right, you asked her what's going on in the crypto space.
Yeah,
I think,
yeah.
to be honest, so before we even get into that, I want people to know that we ain't no suckers and none of that stuff. Like, we really, man, listen, I'm gonna be straight to the point with people, man. There's too much fugazi stuff out there. There's too much stuff out there to extract money from the good people. And like I said last time I was on here, me gave the mic. Knowledge is wealth, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just my background, real quick, man. I created fraud programs for some of the biggest exchanges. I worked with Coinbase. I was a compliance officer. I worked with regulators. I did all that stuff to make sure that I knew my stuff. That way, when I speak to the people, they know it's coming from a good place. I'm not trying to take money from my people or use them. You know, that's not the right way to do it, Reck. You know what I'm saying? And Jason's the same way, man. We build together, man, because like I said last time, we all eat, man. Do it the right way.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
Hold on 1 second. Run the likes up, man. We live on YouTube. We definitely addressing the whole Diddy trial, day 3 and all that. But I want to just kind of segue into financial literacy. You know what I'm saying? With these brothers right here that knows a lot about crypto, okay? Now, my brothers that I have on the line, you got Omar and Jason from Coin Theater. They sponsored and they featured on the new MRecktv Cracking the Code show, okay, with myself, KB on, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to be dropping those clips. If not tonight, definitely tomorrow. All right, we're going to drop some clips on your short clips, and then we're going to, you know, hit you with the full interview. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of information. So real quick, let us know what's hot on the market right now. Jason, let's go to Jason real quick. Jason, what's hot on the crypto market right now? Let's get to it, good brother.
Well, I'll tell you what. So if you've never been in crypto, the first thing that I tell folks to do about crypto is one, you don't need anybody else to help you out with crypto. Crypto is meant to be self-custody. So it's super easy. All you got to do is get a Coinbase account. And actually, Reck, if you drop your referral ID, if they use your referral ID, they get $20 worth of free Bitcoin from your referral ID.
Oh, say word.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'll be dropping that. Hold off, y'all. I'm gonna be dropping that real soon, maybe tomorrow. Matter of fact, I need Omar and Jason to help me get that together. I want to make sure I have the right link so I can give it to the Rec Mob so we can all make money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they get $20 worth of free Bitcoin, and the thing about crypto is you can be anybody and buy it. You can spend literally $2 and just get in on crypto. But I'll tell you, for folks, I'm just going to give you easy mode. And this ain't financial advice, but if people ask me all the time, you know, on the big tokens, what should I buy? Keep it easy when you first start. Look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Solana. Just start there, because all of those, we're at the bottom of the hill right now, looking up in the next leg of where crypto is going. So meaning that if you look at all the charts and the graphs, if you're like a real nerd that looks at these charts and graphs, etc., there's a leg up coming, and the leg up is, you know, starting now, and it goes into at least through this year, but people are calling for it next year too. So I'll give you an example, man. XRP, and this is just a speculation prediction, but these are there's a lot of graphs and charts that go into this, a lot of analysis. But for example, XRP right now is at like $2.20 per token, per coin, excuse me, per crypto coin. And speculators the consensus is that XRP can get to between $15 and $20. Oh wow! By the end of the year.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm about to buy some of that today. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
And that's the thing. It can change somebody's, you know, financial future. Even if you put like $10 into that, if it hits those numbers, you could turn $10 into $100. And that's why we talk about, you know, crypto and why crypto.
Got you. So this is what we're going to do, not to cut your wisdom, because, you know, the people, they here for the Diddy stuff. I just wanted to give them a little taste. But real quick, I want you to answer this question, right? I didn't mean to cut you off, but, you know, there's people in here asking about Diddy. So, you know, we just wanted to give them a little taste of the Cracking the Code show that's coming soon, with y'all featured on there. Your sponsor the show, sponsored by Coin Theater and Roll Bunny. Okay. So now I see people in here that got some questions. All right. So Hood Mayor NYC, you could drop a donation to the Cash App, or the Zelle, whatever. All that information to be in the chat room by SJ. But he says, is Coinbase the best platform to buy crypto?
Man, that's a crack in the code conversation, if I'm going to be honest with you. And I'm going to give you the reason why. I got into crypto for one reason, and I'm staying in crypto for another reason when you learn. And so, yes, I think Coinbase is probably the best for somebody brand new into crypto, because it's very easy. It's also, government backed. It's certified, U.S. certified, et cetera, et cetera. Omar can give a lot more details on the specifics of, Coinbase's background and why Coinbase, but it's extremely safe and it's very, very user friendly.
And Rec, we know we gotta go, brother. But hey, Regmar, we appreciate you. Like, we got some thought leaders coming. We got some education coming. We're gonna teach you guys the right way to get to this bag. You feel me, Rec, brother? Love you, bro.
Nah, it's all good. Hold on. I want you to answer one more question, because that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna drop the interview, but we're gonna be dropping the clips and all that first, and then we're gonna do a live show with Omar and Jason, where they're gonna be asking live questions. So I'm just giving them a little taste of how we gonna bring them this free financial literacy, which y'all featured on the show. So look, this is what we do over here at MRecktv. We for the people. We never no scamming. We doing this for free. Okay. So somebody else had a question. Hold on, I want you to answer this real quick. Okay, so now this right here, shouts to DJ Black Tiger 25. Okay, you could donate to MRecktv. $ is the Cash App. $ MRecktv is the Cash App. So he says, M.Reck, what about the Trump coin? So, Omar, talk to me.
Man, the president dropped the token. You know what I mean? And we're going to teach you guys the difference between a coin and a token. We're going to give you all the game, right? But Trump did drop a token, right? And he made millions of dollars off that, but he did it the wrong way. And we'll explain why he did it the wrong way. I can tell you this, guys.
Hold on. Don't give him too much, but just give him a little bit, because that's for the Cracking the Code show. That's why we got the Cracking the Code show. You're gonna give him a little glimpse, but go ahead, continue on.
I love this stuff, man, because it could change our lifestyle. Like I said during the last time I was on the live, man. Listen, we ain't all got to be millionaires, but we could take the family on a vacation, pay a bill, get a house. That's what this is about. But this Trump dropping a token by itself show you that this is real. The world is gravitating towards digital assets, right? And he did that. He made a lot of money. He made a lot of people a lot of money. But that right there, if you got the president of the United States dropping tokens and getting to cryptocurrency, people follow the money. That's all I'm gonna say. Follow the big money.
No doubt. So that's what's up, man. So listen, man, we got Omar, Jason from Coin Theater, just stopping by to give gems. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna include them in probably every show, and they're gonna be on the Cracking the Code show, so we can definitely just keep educating y'all on this crypto and just financial literacy, period. You know what I'm saying? So Omar, Jason, thank you for tapping in and giving people some insight on this crypto and all that, man. And they're gonna get those clips from the Cracking the Code show, which y'all giving those gems, man. Thank you, man, for stopping by and tapping in with the Rec Mob.
Appreciate you. Appreciate Rec Mob.
I appreciate y'all. Peace, good brothers. So yeah, man, that's what we do over here, MRecktv. You never know who's going to tap in, and we here to give education. We're going to give y'all this information. I had people call up that was at the Diddy trial. I got people who made coins for some of your favorite celebrities that just called, Omar and Jason. You know what I mean? We'll get into that, who they did coins for, tokens for. I'm still learning all this, so you got a difference between coins and tokens and all that. So shouts to KB and all that. Listen, man, I ain't come to play with this content, man. We got major situations happening too. So M.Reck is gonna be like my films and my TV series. The pitch deck is gonna be on Coin Theater and all that. So we're gonna, for all you investors and even the Rec Mob, I want to invest in M.Reck. You know, let's just say this: M.Reck is gonna have something in the crypto space. So I'll be giving you the updated information on that real soon, and that is going to be, say like you want to invest in the MRECK TV Spooky Hour series episode, or the animation, or you want to invest in the merch, or you want to invest in the album or film, you know what I'm saying, Best Friends Part 2 or whatever, you can do that through my token or whatever. Like we're gonna give you all that information. So, and then you'll make money also by investing in the token. You'll make money, and I'm making money at the same time, and you still get products. So it's lit, and you still have shares in the TV series. Like that's how we moving. Okay. So I ain't gonna front. Tory Lanez was on to something. Tory Lanez was on to something big. That Tory Lanez thing is deeper than rap. It's deeper than Megan Thee Stallion. So we gonna build, you know what I'm saying? Now Tory got his own thing, you know what I mean? Mind you, but we're gonna teach you how to make money. You're gonna make money with MRECK. You're gonna make money just in general off the information without me. Because even without me, you still gonna get money. Okay. It ain't about me, it's bigger than me. I want you to make money. Oh yeah, we gonna do everything. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm gonna do NFTs. I don't know if I'm gonna do NFTs. If it's beneficial, but I'll let y'all know. So nevertheless, let's get back to this Diddy thing. Okay, we got SJ on the line. SJ, you still on the line? Run the likes up, y'all. SJ, you there? All right. So nevertheless,
I'm here.
oh damn, she must have knocked the table over. You okay over there? Knock the damn table over. Hopefully the dog is all right. Your people's over there okay? Damn. Table fell over, the refrigerator fell down. God damn, what's going on, SJ?
Didn't nothing fall down.
Okay. We want to make sure. Okay. So look, thank you for like being so urgent, but we you take your time. You know what I mean? You might need a hip replacement or something. What's going on? Did you knock it over with your hip? Like, you okay? Listen.
I'm perfectly fine.
Okay.
I did not fall, and I didn't
Okay.
fall through the door, Jose.
Got you. So we got SJ on the line. She's gonna finish reading the Diddy indictment. She stopped at page 2. She gonna pick up at page 3. Okay. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. This vibe is alive, very informative. We're gonna give you the information on Diddy. We're gonna give you information on how to get money like Diddy, get more money than Diddy. How about that? That's my new slogan. Okay. You know what I mean? Diddy gonna need to holler at me, during this trial and after this trial, you know what I mean? But nevertheless, he's gonna have to deal with other people, because I'm not taking no Diddy calls. I ain't got nothing against them, but you hot right now. You feel me? You hot as fish grease, and I don't need the feds on my line, my man. But nevertheless, let's get to it. Let me because Diddy tried to call a few times to the show, and yeah, I ain't take the call. He's hot as fish grease. Let's get it.
I
That's
can't.
you there?
I can't.
Let's get it. Salute to the Rec Mob. We here. You hot, Diddy. You hot. Maybe when you cool down and if everything work out, you know what I'm saying? But I have my guys reach out to you, and you're trying to, get right, but you're gonna have to pay that, pay that bread, my brother. You feel me? The Rec Mob get it for free. You gotta pay, Diddy. Let's get it. SJ.
The defendant used the Combs business, including certain employees, to carry out and facilitate to cover up his use and commercial sex. Those employees, including security staff, household staff, personal assistants, and high-ranking supervisors and other close associates, acted as Combs' and their conduct was facilitated and assisted by Combs' control of the Combs business. From at least in or about 2008 through on or about the date of the filing of this indictment, Combs, aka Diddy, the
Hold on,
defendant,
SJ. Sorry, we getting an echo. I don't know why we getting an echo. Do you have like
Give me a second.
device on? You probably got another device on. You might have to mute that. Getting a low echo, just a little bit. It's nothing crazy. Run the lights up here, man. SJ is reading.
Is this better?
Yeah, much better. She's reading the Diddy indictment. So you want to back up a little bit for the people that was getting drowned out by that echo. You know what I mean? Nevertheless, I appreciate you. But let's do it. Nah, you're good.
Okay, I'll just start back up where it says the Comb Enterprise. From at least in or about 2008 through on about the date of the filing of this indictment, the defendant and others known and unknown were members and associated of a criminal organization, the Combs Enterprise. Members and associates of the Combs Enterprise engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other activities, sex trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for purposes of prostitution, coercion and enticement to engage in prostitution, narcotic offenses, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. The Combs Enterprise, including its leadership, its members, and its associates, constituted an enterprise as defined by Title 18 United States Code, Section 1961, Article 4, that is, a group of individuals associated. In fact, although not a legal entity, the Combs Enterprise consisted of Sean Combs, and they repeat all the names that he's known by, the defendant, entities within the Combs business, including but are not limited to Bad Boy Enterprise, Combs Enterprise, Combs Global, individuals employed by and associated with the Combs business, and others known and unknown. The Combs Enterprise constituted an ongoing organization whose members function as a continuing unit for a common purpose of achieving the objectives of the Combs Enterprise. The Combs Enterprise. What happened?
Yo, you good over there? What's going on?
What happened?
Sound like you crushing ants over there. What's going on? You good?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. What happened?
Oh, okay, because on my side it says, well, okay, never mind. If you can hear me, that's all that matters. But
what it says? Tell me what it says.
On the StreamYard, it says the browser was blocked by your mic and camera. Okay, well, anyway.
Okay, I'm sorry if it said.
No, that's okay.
Okay.
Where did I leave off at? The Combs Enterprise was engaged in activities affected interstate and foreign commerce. The Combs Enterprise operated in the Southern District of New York and elsewhere. All times relevant to this indictment, Sean Combs, and they list all his names again, the defendant, was the leader of the Combs Enterprise. The defendant and others known and unknown participate in unlawful and other activities related to the conduct of the Combs Enterprise affairs. These individuals included certain Combs business employees, such as member of Combs security staff, household staff, personal assistants, and high-ranking supervisors, as well as other close associated of Combs. The purpose of Combs Enterprise included the following: open a global business in the media, entertainment, and lifestyle industries, including, among other things, record labels, a recording studio, an apparel line, and alcoholic spirit businesses, a marketing agency, and a television network and media company. Preserving, protecting, promoting, and enhancing the power of reputation and brand of Sean Combs, the defendant, as a musician, entrepreneur, and a figure in the entertainment industry. You want me to keep going?
Where you stop at? Hold on. Okay, I got it.
I stopped on page 4.
All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to only let SJ read 2 pages at a time because we don't want her getting long-winded. You know what I'm saying? In a different, you know how some people are long-winded from just talking? She's long-winded from reading, okay? Because you know how you can be long-winded? Like, she's winded, rather. Matter of fact, long-winded is when you talk too much, and then when you read too much, she get winded. You know what I mean? So I want to make sure she don't collapse on me because tables is falling, refrigerators is getting knocked down. So, we want to make sure she's okay. Okay?
Did you read what Jose said? Jose said SJ having issues with Candyman over there.
Hold on, we got the spooky on that. That was a good one, Jose. I like that, Jose. That's a fact. Spooky. It's getting spooky over there at SJ crib. We got Candyman going on. What's happening? Run the lights up. This is the live show. SJ. Oh wow. Them ringtones or something else. SJ. I just gotta say, and
here we
and
go.
I love that you are my sister and you got a sense of humor.
Yes.
But for somebody that's so religious, she got the most, let's just say, raunchy.
Well, see, that goes to show that you don't know, but this is a religious ringtone because it's thanking God for waking me up this morning.
I don't know. You remix that real quick.
No, I didn't remix nothing.
Hold on.
I didn't remix
the other day when that DMX ringtone came on, I was like, I looked at the phone like, is this SJ? When I told her what it meant, she's like, "Oh, I didn't know." She acted so nonchalant. Yeah.
You just had to tell that, didn't you? You just had to.
I did. You trying to make me look crazy just now? So yeah. Now run tell that one. Yeah, let's get it.
Well, see, that's what happens. That is a religious ringtone. It's thanking God for waking me this morning. So, see, because it says, I want to thank you. But nevertheless, I'm going to be quiet because you said I was long-winded.
He said, but see, this is the thing, right? See, I'm going to say this, right? Now that ringtone, I didn't hear exactly what it said, and I'm gonna go off what she's saying. I'm gonna, I'm gonna let her ride with that, right? But
it's Anthony
off like R. Kelly, like they was in the R. Kelly. You know how R. Kelly got his harmonies and melodies and all that.
Oh
like,
yeah, but his came from gospel. Some of them.
See, that's what they do. But yeah, I'm gonna let her run with it. I'm not. Listen, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the R. Kelly melodies in a religious way. That's being downloaded. That's J phone. You feel me?
Don't do that.
I like the simplification. You feel me?
I just want to let Rec Mob know, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I tell him this all the time. But I want to say this to Rec Mob: he is the best big brother ever. I mean, seriously, seriously, because he really treats me like a sister, and I love it. And it's sometimes as the big brother, he just be like, "Okay, sister, you got it."
You got it. You won. That's a fact. You won, but you're gonna get the smoke, goddamn it. You feel me? Like, and that's the thing that I love. As much as she is a woman, right? And she's my sister, she has tough skin. Not one time I joked with her and she caught feelings, whether it's on a live or even on a call, because she know it comes from a great place. You know what I'm saying? And she likes to laugh. I like to laugh. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I think we all share in common. The Rec Mom, we all like to laugh. You know what I mean? And she'll tell you, SJ, why did I fall back from spooky hours? Just in general, let SJ tell you.
Because people were taking it personal. They weren't having a sense of humor to what's being said, and so they were taking it very personal.
Yeah, it's a fact. So now you know why I fell back from spooky hours. Lord, he might be in the room, because I be wanting to, because the show, I want to create that balance. Is already, we hitting y'all with the supernatural aspect. So when you add the comedy, it takes the edge off. But a lot of people, and as Jay would tell you, because they be in the chat room, explaining to her, well, I want to call up, but I don't want M.Reck to clown me. You understand what I'm saying? So, I fell back, because it wasn't about clowning them. It was just me just adding some comedy. Like, say, for instance, I made ad-lib during a story. So, but they'd take it personal, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. And that's why I kind of fell back, because sometimes, a lot of times I'm doing a lot, and I'll be, spooky hours, it's on a late night, and you got to think, I need that energy. So it's late night, and we're talking about real supernatural stuff, authentic supernatural stories. Adding comedy not only takes the edge off, it also keeps me up. You understand what I'm saying? And it keeps the people up, because think about it. It's some people that have boring stories. So when I add the comedy to it, that get the story lit. But I ain't got to tell y'all my formula. Salute to the Rec Mob. We here. So just so y'all understand, it was a lot of people and their feelings. And when people get in their feelings, man, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. I fall back. You know what I mean? Because that's who I am. Y'all know that. I'm from Automotive High School, East New York. All we do is roast. East New York, Brooklyn. All we do is roast. I'm from the Rec Mob. Okay. that's somewhat of a fraternity. Okay. All we do is roast over here. We roast Joe Button, though. You know what I mean? That's why he's mad anytime my name come up. You know what I mean? He's mad at the roast. Not just mad at me. He's mad at the Rec Mob. The Rec Mob smoked his boots. Literally, he had on some shoe boots and a pea coat. He got his boots smoked. You feel me? So it is what it. Young Buck got his boots smoked. Everybody get this work. You know what I'm saying? Everybody get this work. Big Meech got his boots smoked over here. You feel me? Was the first one to break the news that Big Meech came home, and then the first to break the news that Big Meech was going to fall out with 50. See, that's another thing. Everybody, we love to laugh. Shouts to Brownstone. That's a fact. So on that note, run the likes up. We got my mans in them. They in the building. Coin did. I just highlighted something from them. They in the building. Omar and Jason. We got my man Ace in here. You know what I'm saying?
Salute Ace. Hey Brownstone.
SJ, we need some updates on the Diddy trial from them sites that I sent you the other day. Run the lights
site
up.
that you sent me, they don't have any updates. I checked in the beginning of
What happened to
your
the
live.
Something happened to the stream. Yeah. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry. What I want to do is we're gonna give you some updates. I know but the other site, the US joint. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, give away the source because there's a lot of YouTube bums, aka the squatters. We ain't forget y'all. Niggas using all my titles, the breaking news, the devastating news, man. It's crazy. Niggas jacked everything. Stuff I've been using for years. I'm seeing when y'all see it. Y'all know what it is. Niggas took everything, the whole breaking news.
The only thing that I'm seeing on there says Diddy trial replay, potential jurors question as Combs faces shocking allegation, and that's pretty much it.
Well, no, it says no, I see that. It says jury selection in Sean Diddy Combs' ongoing sex crimes trial continuing as prosecutors and the one-time mogul attorneys face off over the pivotal panel. Lawyers reconvene in Manhattan. Okay, let me see. Yeah, you're right. It wasn't much.
It's the same.
It's the same thing. You're right. You're right. We just want to give the people some info because that's what they're here for. They want to be updated with this Diddy thing as much as possible. And we want to give the people what they want. Pound the like button. Coin Theater's in the building, and Coin Theater sponsored M.Reck, cracking the code. So what happened?
I'm sorry. I was just reading, and it says during the group question portion, prospective jurors filled in details on their ages, occupation, and interests. One woman, a 30-year-old manager at a sports facility, shared her love for watching New Girl and Gilmore Girls, while another woman, a 42-year-old dietary aide at a nursing home, expressed how she'd rather read Harry Potter than the news.
Wow. Crazy. Pound the like button. I'm hearing that we only have 986 likes. If we do, I don't know. Shouts to infamous truth teller, always put me on the game, letting me know if the Rec Mob is doing a part or not. Running like so, we still got close to 1,000 people in here. Been live for like 2 hours. So let me see. I'm gonna tap back in with y'all. I gotta give me something to eat. I wanted to just make sure I went live. I didn't go live yesterday. What I may do, I may just make a random call real quick. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on 1 second, real quick. SJ, take over the show real quick. Real quick. You could read some of the Rec Mob chats. You there?
Okay. Well, hello to everyone that I have not spoke to, and I just want to say, Rec Mob, thank you all for your support, for your encouragement. Thank you for checking on me, speaking to me, and I can even take the jokes too. So I just want you all to know that I appreciate you all. You guys don't have any clue how you all make my day as well. Also, on behalf of MRecktv, we definitely want to say that to all persons who has experienced some form of an assault, that you have MRecktv team and MReck sincere love and thoughts, as we believe no one deserves to be harmed or forced against their will. So we definitely want to put that out there. And again, today is Wednesday, tomorrow is Thursday. So for the days of the week, I love to give it a inspirational in front of it. So I call Wednesday Wonderful Wednesday. So I'm going to read the chat now and see what's going on in the chat. Let's see. Okay, Jose, yes, we support you too. Oh, thank you, Jose. I appreciate that. What else is going on in the chat? Salute, Bernard. Salute, SJ. Speaking to you helped me for sure. Wow, I appreciate that. That's awesome. And I hope that things are going great for you as well. So if you all would like, you can write your opinions on what you've heard today on the live regarding the Diddy trial. R Hill, we appreciate you. I appreciate you too. I appreciate the entire Rec Mob. Thank you so much. This trial, I think, is going to be a long one. So it seems, I mean, just this process of elimination alone. So that's going to be interesting to say the least. And I know that they're not going to have cameras.
SJ, hold on 1 second.
Okay.
I'm gonna get Troy Ave on the line. Peace, Rec Mob and real
brown shorts again.
Look, peace, Rec Mob and real ones. We got the infamous Troy Ave on the line. What's happening?
Man, why I gotta be the infamous? Why I can't just be the notorious?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Let me just be the notorious AVE, baby.
Okay, so the notorious AVE. Okay, I like that.
Salute to the notorious AVE.
I'm just talking my shit. Who that, SJ?
Yeah.
It's me. How are you?
SJ, what up? What's good? Oh, damn, Rex, you can't have another host? You said, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. So we got the notorious AVE on the line. We got one of the hottest podcasts out called The Facto Show. So Ab, man, speak on that real quick.
First of all, salute to the Rec Mob. You know what I'm saying? I've been tagged in and tuned in. You know what I'm saying? Shout to you. Salute to M.Reck. You feel me? Salute to SJ. You feel me?
Yeah.
Everybody doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Queen Wolf.
Salute to Queen Wolf. John
You know what I'm saying? Everybody.
Yeah.
We came together and joined forces, man, just to do what was necessary to bring that quality, that type of what it's called when niggas be valid and can talk about something. A lot of niggas talk about shit, they ain't valid with it. You know what I'm saying? They might talk about hip hop, they're not successful in it. They might talk about money, they don't have it. They might talk about, you know, being opinions on the street, they never ran that. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a fact.
They just different stuff like that we can combine and talk about. And Reck, man, he bringing a whole different type of insight and just a perspective on it that's valued. You feel me?
Appreciate
like definitely appreciate you too on that. Word up, but y'all tune in to the Facto Show. We consistent. We dropping 2 episodes a week. We not playing. We not letting up. He'll let you know it. The set is immaculate. You know how?
Oh my God. Immaculate.
We got charcuterie boards or however you say it.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying? Open bar. All kind of, you know.
Yo, I be making drinks and all that. He be making drinks and all that. He's a bartender on the low. You heard?
Come on. Yeah, I learned the bartending in COVID, man. I had to. But yeah, we doing it big and the work is gonna reflect that. So y'all tune in, man. Y'all want to get that new insight, that good, that valid. Y'all want opinions that's based on facts, and you know, come to the Facto Show. You know what I'm saying? If you're a real one, then come to the Facto Show. If you're a fake one, then you know what I mean, go somewhere else.
You already know.
And that's just what it is. You feel me?
Yo, real quick, we dropped 2 episodes. I got to put the other one up on my channel. You got the 2 on your channel. So promote your YouTube channel where they can watch the episodes at.
My YouTube channel is Troy Ave BSB. Y'all could tune in and watch it there. I think we might drop on Wednesdays and Fridays or whatever. Y'all just tune in. Make sure y'all subscribe. It's Troy Ave and BSB. It's for Brickstar Boys. You know what I'm saying? But if you already locked in on MRecktv, you can watch it there too. It's all the same, baby. It's like Hulu. You know what I'm saying? How you want to watch the game? ESPN, ABC, like whatever. It don't matter to me as long as you tune in.
That's a fact. And you know what's so crazy on this Diddy day 3 trial? Troy Ave kind of spoke on the way they going about selecting the jurors. I ain't gonna front. Now let me read this because you probably out the loop. You probably didn't even know I was live. But
right.
Hold on. Let's go to so look, this is the title of the video, so to speak. Diddy and his prosecutors have added mostly men to the pool of 35 potential jurors.
Genius.
You're
genius. Strategic move. Hey, genius. They had to, because like, you know, a lot of women are gonna be biased unless they're like women who have black sons and can see, like, a lot of women will have a certain type of opinion on men or against men or things like that. But like, you know, women that have sons and they'll see, like, a woman might be like, yeah, you never put your hand on a woman. But let a woman with a son see a chick trying to swing on her son, you better beat that bitch ass, defend yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
This is just a fact. So I can see them having men, because men could more so relate to what's going on with Diddy. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even, in my opinion, it's not even just a prosecution against one man. It's just a prosecution against a lot of different people in different genres and all kinds of stuff. You feel me? Anybody successful, like the bum ass niggas and broke niggas is gonna win, because guess what? If you a bum nigga, a chick probably driving to see you or flying to see you, but let you be in fluent a chick and then say, hey, yo, baby, take some money for your nails to get done. And then say, oh, do your hair. I know I'll fuck that up when you fly back. Now what? Did I pay for prostitution and trafficking because I flew you in? You feel me? So,
crazy.
I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy.
Look,
crazy, man.
Look, man.
Keep your nose clean, everybody. Keep your nose clean.
Yeah, look, man. Y'all gotta get the podcast, man. And how y'all get that is subscribe to his channel, Troy Ave BSB. You know what I mean, on YouTube. Subscribe. Subscribe to his channel. You heard. So anything else you want to? Oh, matter of fact, you know what's so crazy? We gotta tell him this, man. That Troy Ave movie is coming, man. And I'm executive producing that. Av executive producing his own movie. Let him know, Av.
Yeah, we doing something. We just, you know, we got some things in the works, man. But look, May 16th, I'm dropping a project. So yeah, y'all definitely make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, or if you got Apple Music or Spotify, subscribe to me at Troy Ave on there. You can get the alerts for the new music. We gonna do a monthly, like the subscriptions out of Source and Double X I used to drop. We just gonna drop inspiration and motivation every month. The real gonna relate and the fake just gonna hate, and it's gonna be new music to ride to. Just to get your ones up too. You know I'm about people just getting to the money and being
that's a fact.
Take care of they own. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know, not all of the drilling and the killing. You know what I mean? But that ain't my bop. My bop is to get to the bag. You feel me?
That's a fact.
If you like to get to the bag too, then you lock in some show ass shit. And you know, Spotify, Apple, Tidal, whatever you niggas listen to it on, man. Y'all might be on YouTube being cheap and want to stream it. I don't care. As long as you hear.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And tune in. It's May 16th dropping. And,
May 16th.
And May 16th, and we're gonna follow that up. We got a song out right now called Fantasia. Had a dope spot, brilliant. Just tap in if you don't follow me, if you're not aware. It's Troy Ave, #1 independent label, BSB Records. Independence is day one out the mud. You know what I'm saying? You got tap in, and I'm about that motivating the people to get money.
That's a fact. Yo, real quick, I want to ask you this question. Yo, Av, how many deals you turned down, man? On the music tip.
I'm gonna think. I'm gonna say like four ones that was like besides like the little shit that wouldn't even matter or just bullshit meetings where it maybe four. Maybe four contracts. Probably more, but I just say 4 actual contracts that I could think of and still have, whether it's in email or in paper form. You know what I mean? But you know, it ain't about that. It's about like it's like saying how many chicks you turned down once you already got a couple bad ones. Man, I got too much on the plate. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take the money from y'all that I already got in shoeboxes. You feel me? Because at some point the work, when anything, at some point the work starts to go from just being a hobby to being a success and being profitable. You know what I'm saying? And then at some point, the more work you put in, the more you get out of it with anything. I don't care if you go from making $0 to $2. Now guess what? You're getting $2. Now if you want to get $2,000, you got to work 1,000 times harder. So once you see that, and then you could be in your control of your own destiny, it don't make no sense to take no deal. Now, don't get it fucked up if you like, man, I don't want to put in a lot of hard work and shit, and you willing to take that risk and do it. Because there's many artists that you know that are bigger than me that they did that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, and ain't a lot of people that started with me that, you know what I'm saying? You want to move like a major, but be independent. If you care about the money more than the fame, then you know, come to BSB Records, man. You know what I'm saying? Come to BSB Records.
That's a fact. I'm gonna say this, man. One of the top independent entrepreneurs. I don't want to just say artists because you got real estate, you got a lot of things. But I'm gonna say this though.
Praise God.
That's a fact. Praise God. Troy Ave is moving like he sold like 10 million records. Let's just say that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just say that. I ain't gonna put his business out there, but the garage is crazy. You know what I'm saying? The garage is nuts.
The garage is nuts. Every motivation for the people, man. You know, that's motivation. Like, damn, he did all that without Dick Riley. He did all that without selling his soul. He did all that without,
facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, oh shit, we can do it too. So it's like I say, the real relation and fake is gonna hate. Sometimes people will see you with that shit and they'll think you cocky. Why he gotta be in a Ferrari? Or why he gotta be in this and that? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what some people will say, but some people going, you know what I mean? The real ones are gonna salute it. The real ones will say, nah, that's motivation. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. And just like when you back out that toy pole,
oh, you already.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna talk about what it is.
Oh yeah. We just gonna pull up. That's all.
Yeah, don't blow up when I show up. Like,
you feel me? We just gonna pull up. You feel me? Nah, listen, man. I'm gonna tell you my thing. Shit, I gotta get to them supercars. You know what I mean? I was holding off, but when I see
you there, you did. It's just on you to look. I used to do the same thing, bro. I used to be like, every time I'm about to go make a big purchase, I'd be you know what? Let me just buy another property. I don't need that. Let me just buy another property. But at some point, it just become like, man, fuck that, man. We working hard. We gonna enjoy all the fruits of this labor. Let me just get that.
Yeah, nah, that's a fact though. I ain't gonna hold you. It's motivation.
You got no property.
Yeah,
you got no property. You be all right.
Listen, you're already
got digital property on top of that. You know
come on, digital real estate. That's where we at.
Come on.
It's funny that you mentioned that. I just had my guys from Coin Theater call the show. You know, Omar and Jason from Coin Theater, and they on the new show I got called Cracking the Code, and they was giving people that financial literacy. You know what I'm saying? How to get to this money. You feel me?
So yeah, I definitely tap in with some of that.
Yeah, I definitely need you on the show on that because you know, in terms of you being a real estate owner and just, you know, do you own crypto and stocks and all that? I'm pretty sure.
Nah, I bought crypto when it first came out. But
okay.
Nah, I got rid of that shit.
Okay.
But I want to tune in to hear what they talking about. Fuck giving away the game. I'm trying to pick them up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, listen.
I'm tapping it on.
They listening right now. We're gonna put all that together. So your ad, we don't want to,
niggas don't have me in no Bernie Madoff shit. Man.
Oh no. That's what I'm saying. Now,
I'm joking.
I know.
Right?
I know. You know, we don't do no scams and nothing. You know that everything is on the up and up, official. You dig what I'm saying? And I appreciate you. You know what's so crazy about about Av. He like me because I like to laugh and have fun and all that. So while we on the show, that's all we do. We having fun. We speaking on topics and we having fun. You know what I mean?
Right.
So on
That's
that note,
he's talking about real life.
Real life. So look, Av, handle your bit, handle your B out, my brother. I just wanted to get you on the show real quick, and yeah, this joint is lit too. We almost have 50,000 views on this, so make sure y'all,
y'all hit the like and subscribe button. Y'all run it up, you know, you know, like good stuff. Cause then it's gonna be on M.Reck. You heard? So y'all keep running it up.
That's a fact. That's how we do, though.
That's a fact.
That's how we do.
Every week.
Every week, you heard? All right, absolute.
All right, my name, love.
All right, love. Peace. So yeah, man, that was the notorious AVA Troy Ave on the line. My partner, you know, I'm officially the new host on the Facto show with him and Queen Wolf. You know, subscribe to his channel, Troy Ave BSB on YouTube. Okay, we moving. The last 4 or 5 videos, that's from the Facto show. Make sure you watch that on my channel. Run the likes up and just run the views up. Let's do it, man. We here. Let's get back to this Diddy thing. SJ, you there? SJ, you there? Oh man, she must have fell and hit the table. You okay? Hopefully she's conscious. All right, I'm gonna have to check on SJ. Maybe this time.
Really, I'm right here and I'm conscious.
Okay, you conscious? Okay, because I thought you was unconscious. I called you like 5 times. I hear cars going on. Okay, you in the car? You're moving?
I'm not in the car. The car, whoever that is, that car is just loud.
Damn, nigga got a loud ass car. He in the country. You know his joint. You know what I'm saying? Be difference with the city because you know the buildings are gonna make everything echo. You know his muffler's super loud as in the country. You feel me? SJ live out of space somewhere.
You know what?
I
Really?
don't know where she live at. She lives somewhere.
Really?
Yeah, out of space. But anyhow, salute to the Rec Mob. I love it being here. Run up the like button. Shouts to Brownstone said that nigga need a tune up. That's a fact. And look, I've been telling SJ this, right? Shouts to East Point. He said SJ voice about to put me in a deep good sleep. See? Didn't I tell you need to have an audio book putting niggas to sleep? She fought me on it. She fight me on everything. A lot of pushback. Look, he probably is a new subscriber and said that. I said, yo, we're gonna do a SJ audio book, and she gonna put grown men to sleep. You know what I mean? In a good way. Anyhow, and she mute the damn mute button all the time.
I heard everything you said.
Okay. Yo, Lord going hard. He going hard on Marcus.
What happened?
He said, take Marcus Rich back, right?
Why? Why he want you to take his rich back?
Yo, Lolo, exactly. Why? What happened, Lolo? He said something to you. What's going on? Yo, he said take his wrench back. And you know I give my wrenches too. That's only like the second wrench I gave out, you know, besides the Earth, and SJ is the only one who got a wrench, and I just gave one to Marcus the other day. Why? What happened?
Why Lord said that? Did he? Let me look. Let me see.
He must have went off on Lord or something. I don't know. You know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But we're gonna have the SJ audio book coming soon. Yeah, we just having fun, man. I'm having fun on the MRecktv live with the Rec Mob. I'm having fun over there at the Facto podcast with Av and Queen Wolf. I'm having fun with SJ on the line. I'm having fun with China Black. We ain't doing no records in a long time, but you know, we still go out and have
China
fun.
Black, definitely.
Shout out to China Black. You know, we're gonna do the All In movie and all that. You know, the All In record is the infamous intro that I play. Did I play it? I think I did, right? Yeah, I did. We're gonna go out with the outro. So on that note, I seen something else with Jay-Z. I may have SJ cover that. SJ, go to Hot News Hip Hop. Is they saying Jay-Z finally broke his silence. I want SJ to break this story. Let me get the thumbnail. Hold on one second.
When did you say it was again? I'm sorry. You said hot.
No. I think it's Hip Hop DX. My bad. Go. You know, I'm giving them the sauce. But salute to all these websites that I be saluting. They better start, covering my content because I be saluting them and covering their content. Y'all better move right over there, Hip Hop DX. I got peoples over there. Oh yeah, I see it right here. I see it's on Hip Hop DX. These look at these bikers. These niggas can't wait.
Where you
Like,
seeing?
as soon as the weather gets 60 degrees, these niggas can't wait to back them bikes up. On Hip Hop DX.
I just see Jay-Z claims accuser cost him almost $200 million.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, well, you said breaks his silence. I thought
I mean,
that was the headline.
we're gonna title it how I'm gonna title it.
Oh,
You know what
yeah.
I'm
Okay, I'm
saying?
sorry. I
All right.
just misunderstood. My fault.
All right, so this is what I'm gonna do before you go into it. Can you see it?
I can see it.
All right, so I'm introduce it.
Okay.
I'm gonna act like I'm, because I got my intro.
Uh-oh.
Quiet on set, y'all. Quiet on set. MRecktv. And breaking news: Jay-Z breaks his silence. SJ, take it away.
Jay-Z claims accuser cost him almost $200 million. Jay-Z has claimed that the accusation aimed at him by an anonymous woman has cost him almost $200 million. In an amendment to his defamation lawsuit against the anonymous accuser and her attorney, Tony Busby, the rap mogul alleges that he suffered serious financial harm resulting from the accusation. The filing claims Jay lost other contracts in the sports and entertainment space that would have generated revenues of at least $20 million. The Rock Nation founder claims the total would have been far higher if the contract had been carried out.
Okay, so that was it.
Okay. No. Jay
Okay,
also go ahead. You want me to stop?
No, your
Okay,
joint
go
started
on.
glitching anyway. I want you to go back a line or two.
Hello.
Yeah, it's glitching. I don't know what's going on with your phone. It's glitching.
Jay also claims that he was denied a $55 million credit line and that Rock Nation itself was refused a $115 million loan from a bank.
Wow, hold on.
Jay-Z amended his law.
Stop there. I don't know.
On the woman who sued him. This is new. Busby directed employees to edit Wikipedia pages to enhance Busby's image and damage Mr. Carter's and Rock Nation reputation. The filing further states, we have agreements to produce entertainment programs for certain sporting events. After Mr. Busby filed the lawsuit, the media reported that other businesses could end their deals with Rock Nation and force one to speak out and address whether these false allegations would end our business relationship. Jay-Z accuser has previously filed to get his defamation, I'm assuming they meant her, get his defamation lawsuit against her dismissed. The woman originally claimed that Jay-Z and Diddy assaulted her when she was 13 before she dropped her suit after numerous discrepancies were found in her story. After she dropped her own lawsuit, Jay filed one of his own, accusing the woman and her attorney, Tony Busby, of defamation for bringing the case in the first place. The anonymous woman has now motioned a judge for dismissal, claiming that Jay-Z can't sue her as the claims were made in court documents, thus protected by law. She also claims that an interview she did with NBC was based entirely on the contents of the court documents. Busby also previously filed a motion to dismiss, claiming that he and Jay-Z had come to an agreement. The filing stated, eventually, the relentless pressure that Mr. Carter and his associate placed upon Doe became too much for her. On February 4th, 2025, an agreement to resolve the litigation was reached between Doe and Mr. Carter through their attorneys, which included the voluntary dismissal of the SDNY action. However, Jay's attorneys claim that no such agreement exists. Total lie. He brought a false case, lost badly, and was forced to dismiss quickly. End of story.
Thank you, SJ. But I'm gonna need you to do a separate audio. Aside from the live, you know how you do. Because it started glitching, but I appreciate it nevertheless. So the Rec Mob, y'all was able to get a Diddy exclusive from not only somebody that was at the court. Shouts to the debater. He's gonna send me some videos. So SJ, look out for that. Also a former paralegal. Also, you had Omar and Jason Caller from Coin Theater. Then you had the infamous AVE, infamous, well, the notorious Av, okay, aka Troy Ave Tapman. So this was a powerful show. Then of course we got the sensational SJ. Okay, so yeah, this show was phenomenal, man. Tapped in. Everybody's tapped in. Everybody tapped in on the tapping.
You have someone who says this was her first time, Monique Mays.
Oh yeah, where's she at?
Yeah, she says, SJ, this is my first time on. So I'm thinking she's meaning on your show.
Okay, I can't. What time she sent that? Hold on, it's 7 already. God damn, I was live for a long time.
Yeah, I don't see it doesn't show on my end a time, but
Oh,
she's under Tapped In TV.
Tap In TV.
But so she's probably further up than what you. Yeah, but she said this is her first time on. So that's hopefully
Okay.
Monique.
Okay,
You
I see
surprised?
it.
Yeah.
I said Monique May, salute. If this your first time, or if this your first time, if you in the chat room, put a thumbs up so we can salute you. Salute to Monique Mays, tapping in for the first time. And did you like your first time experience on MRecktv with M.Reck and the co-host SJ? Okay.
You told me to stop, M.Reck?
Yeah, I mean it was times it was glitching, but it's all good. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I didn't hear you. Okay, OJ said. I mean OJ.
Okay.
Jose said. Oh my god. Jose said. SJ and Rex said stop, and you kept going like Candyman got you hostage. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Jose, that's bad. That's funny as hell. That's funny as hell.
Sorry, I didn't hear it. I'm sorry.
That's another thing with Jose, right? He with the shit every day, all day. But I gotta sometimes pump his brake because I gotta let him know that some people are sensitive. So but he's funny. Him, Deacon Weezo, and a couple other people. But on that note, man, I didn't know I was live just all this damn time, almost 3 hours, y'all. Run the likes up. Salute to the Rec Mob. We're gonna give you a day 4 tomorrow of the Diddy trial. I was yesterday. I couldn't give you a day 2. I was with Av and Queen Wolf. Doing a Facto show, so I didn't really get to lock in with y'all. But it's all good. I locked in with them, so you still got content. Make sure you go to his channel, subscribe, and then it's on my channel as well. So the last 4 or 5 videos, you see me and Av, doing what we do on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? The Facto show and all that. Queen Wolf, you know what I mean? Salute to the trenches, salute to the real ones, Brooklyn.
That's a great podcast too, just to put that out there. It's good.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Okay. What you like about the podcast too? Because we want to make sure you ain't just saying that too.
Well, I think by now you of all people should know I'm not just gonna say anything.
Okay.
Is that true or not true?
That's true, but I still want to get your explanation though. I still want to get your assessment on why you think it's a great podcast. Don't try to slip out the back door.
I'm not trying to deflect. No, I actually seriously I definitely think it's a great podcast. The chemistry between you three and the topics, right? The topics are serious. With that being said, you all add humor as well, and each person is coming from a different view at times. But it's still the amount of respect and that I think is given from all three of you to each other that makes a difference. And each of you allowed the other to, share their thoughts. And even if you all are picking on each other or whatever, it's still all in fun. But it's just a great vibe between the three of you.
That's a fact. I appreciate that. Great assessment. Now, did you watch all the episodes that was on MRecktv?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Did you catch the one we put up today?
Yes, about Mr. Robinson.
Yeah. Okay.
That was pretty.
So
wow, that was that was. I mean, because of the fact that the women's stories seem very similar to how he would allegedly. Let me back up. How allegedly he would do certain things to them after the wife would leave, and for them to say that the wife was aware of what he was doing to them, and then how they were like, they were his employees. You know how the one lady stayed from 2008 until, was it recently or something? I think one of them was like 12 years, I think, right? That
Mm-hmm.
she stayed. Again, all allegedly. I can't say it did or it didn't happen. With that being said, if it did happen, right? And to say that the wife knew about it, it just seems like it's a lot. And to look at Mr. Smokey Robinson, it's like, wow. Wow. Yeah.
Wow. But yeah, man. Smokey allegedly was out here smoking boots. But on another note, make
you
sure
know what you know what I'm going on mute. Okay, I'm going on.
I said allegedly though, you know what I mean? But if you want to hear us give our assessment about Smokey Robinson, make sure you tap in. Okay. Make sure you tap in to the Facto Show. Subscribe to Troy Ave BSB on YouTube, and make sure you watch it on the MRecktv platform as well. Hold on, got another caller. Let's get it. We're gonna take another caller. We're gonna take this last caller. Peace. 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 Peace.
Yeah, mommy.
Step mommy, what's happening?
What's going on with Diddy?
Diddy is out here trying to get trying to get his jurors right, pretty much.
Do you think he'll get acquitted or be sent to prison?
I don't know, good brother. That's in the air. Once the trial starts and we see how the trial goes, then I could start making an assessment. But right now, so early.
You need a co-host.
Nah, we good. But I think who needs a co-host? The YouTube bums down the way. The YouTube bums, the YouTube squatters, they need a co-host because they doing bad over there down. Yeah, so the YouTube bums. You know what I mean?
Who are those guys?
I don't know.
Like Joe Budden with his.
Well, look, I'm gonna say this.
Joe Budden.
I'm gonna say this.
Working in the hallways, gooning.
I would say this. Joe, he's not a YouTube bum because he creates content or whatever. But it is some YouTube bums that be jacking me. They jack my titles, they jack my angles, my narratives. Just like, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, stop it.
Oh, that doggy diarrhea guy. What a dork he is.
Don't mention these guys, okay? You know what I mean? And I wasn't talking about him, but hey, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. You know what I mean? I'm not saving nobody. Salute to the Wreck Mob. We here. So listen, stepmommy.
Jay should co-host, and I'll call him up and roast the shit out of him. Pardon my language.
Hey, yo, you wild. So stepmommy, man, I'm off this. You know what I mean? Double deuces and bubble gooses, all right? Peace.
No!
It's the wildest shit ever. Oh, man. Salute to the Wreck Mob. We here. Empress Judah, I see you. Listen, Gina Rose in the building. Listen, I'm off this. I didn't do a show yesterday, so y'all got 3 hours out of me today, pretty much. I'll probably try to tap back in with y'all tonight with some more updates. You know what I'm saying? So SJ, I don't know where she go, but thank you for rocking out. She's not on the stream y'all right now. I don't see. Make sure you download the Spooky Hours app in the Apple Store, Google Play Store. Okay. Also, we got the Crack in the Code show coming soon with Omar and Jason. They called maybe like an hour or so ago. He gave y'all some info. And make sure you subscribe to the Troy Ave channel, to watch the Facto Show, Troy Ave BSB on YouTube. And yeah, we here, man. Make sure you watch all the content on MRecktv. You know what I mean? Salute. We got the new Spooky Hour season coming too. So we're gonna about to drop some teasers and all that, man. Yeah. Salute to the Rec Mob, salute to SJ, salute to Marcus, salute to everybody, salute to Ace. We off this, y'all. Double deuces and bubble gooses. Thank you, man. I appreciate y'all. New M.Reck music coming soon, but if you ain't got the new music, get the classics. I might answer this last call because it might be a new caller. Why not? Let's get it. Peace. Peace. Peace.
It's SJ. I'm sorry. The iPhone battery has died.
Burnt out the iPhone. Burnt the iPhone. You burnt the iPhone down. You know what I mean? She burnt that down. You know what I mean? What it is. Nah, it's all good. But I appreciate you. Also, I want to say this without putting SJ on blast. She's gonna be running the show soon, and she's gonna be doing her own show. She's gonna be administrator over here. So when I don't get to go live, she can hold it down. Yeah. So we're gonna put her on the spot. So if you don't see M.Reck go live, you blame it on SJ because she's gonna have administrative rights. Okay, that's how we doing that over here. Okay.
Don't blame it.
So, on that note,
not blame it on me.
We gonna keep because the people want to get fed. They don't want to hear nothing SJ. They don't want to hear no excuses. They just want content. Okay.
Yes, but you know something, and I tell you this all the time, so it's not like I'm getting ready to say something I never tell you. I love the Rec Mob. I love how they are respectful to me and show me love and respect. They don't have to do that, but I definitely appreciate them for that. With that being said, the Rec Mob enjoys you and the personality that you bring and how you built your platform.
I hear that. Thank you.
Initially, I'm sure they definitely like the people that you bring on. But preferably, right, they want you. They want to hear your voice. They want to have the energy that you provide. Yeah,
and I hear that, but you gotta understand. They understand that if M.Reck is busy and you holding it down, like I had, you and Marcus holding it down, I think it was last week or so, they get it. They're gonna rock out, whether I'm on the show or I gotta step away from the show or you gotta hold it down. Like they get it, It's like the machine has to always be fed. I want you to understand, and I want other people to understand. You gotta understand, like the dude from TMZ, if he doesn't come into TMZ to work, TMZ is still running. Okay.
Right. Well, I understand that.
So that's we got to treat this thing as a machine. You know what I mean? The machine has to always get fed. So if M.Reck is closing out, major deals or doing other content in other places or filming a film, the MRecktv machine still needs to be fed. So we got to feed the machine because that's the Rec Mob. The Rec Mob, they want their daily doses. You know what I'm saying? This is they get high. So, and
definitely want to thank all those people who, all those persons who have went through the steps as far as co-hosting, and definitely appreciate their understanding and knowing that we will get back to them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But, as you stated, and I just want to emphasize that. Hope it's okay with you that M.Reck is extremely busy. And so he is doing a lot of things. And sometimes M.Reck, he just loves to give these opportunities. And these opportunities will happen. But he sometimes takes on a lot.
Yeah,
and, things may not happen as fast as he thought or even as, the persons who want to co-host. But everyone so far has been so understanding and so patient with that. So definitely want to thank everyone for that. For
how
their
about this?
understanding and
Not to
patience.
cut you off. Maybe we could just get them to co-host them all. Jose's in here. I think Songs by Alicia might have been in here. Or she's going to tap in and she's going to hear this live. And Sam and Maybach Mel. How about this? Maybe day 4 or when the Diddy trial start. Maybe it could be day 4. I know that's kind of like
M.Reck.
No. Hear me out. Because we can make it exclusive.
This is what we be doing behind the scenes, guys.
Yeah, we can make it exclusive to
we getting this live.
we could make it this exclusive to whereas if y'all want to co-host the Diddy trial, let me know. The people that's locked in, let me know, right? And then I could do a separate live. You know, I could have a pre-recorded with them or live. Just let me know. You know what I mean? SJ reach out to y'all, or we can wait till the trial start. You know what I mean? And have and you know what I'm saying?
Sakina said we are patient and respect the process.
Okay. I appreciate that. So I'm just saying,
That's
you know,
sweet.
we over here, we want to take care of us. So, you know, if you see me throw alley-oops like that off the top of the head, it's because I want to take care of my peoples that held me down. You know what I mean? We don't do no funny-ish with business. And I know a lot of times I'm moving fast. SJ's right, but that's just me. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, I'm off this. We at the 3-hour mark. I'm gone. Salute to the Rec Mob. Thank you, SJ. And she's gonna reach out to y'all, the co-hosts that already locked in, and we're gonna give y'all the updated information to when you're gonna be co-hosting on the MRecktv show. All right. Salute to the Rec Mob.
Thank you, brother. Much respect
Thank
to the
you,
beautiful
sister.
China
You're welcome.
Black, and salute
Yes.
to the Rec Mob.
Salute. Peace, SJ.
All right.
We off this, y'all. Double deuces and bubble gooses, y'all. Make sure you leave comments in the regular comment section of this live. Let me know how you felt about this live. We had a lot of different major calls on this live. Let me know how you felt about this live. Leave a like, comment right now, not just in the chat room, but in the regular comment section. Leave that right now, y'all. Still like almost 700 people in here. I need those comments. Give me those 700 comments real quick and likes. Watch how crazy this live go. All right. And it's going to get your YouTube high too when you leave comments too. Y'all don't know? All right. That helps with your YouTube too. When you leave comments on my YouTube and you subscribe and like, yeah, it comes back. The algorithm recommends your YouTube too. See, I'm giving you gems. So everybody that's in here that got a YouTube, most of y'all got a YouTube or know somebody that got a YouTube, leave those comments and watch. You start getting some views and subscribers and all that. Giving your gems right now. Leave those comments in the regular comment section. All right? Double deuces and bubble gooses. I'm off this, y'all. Salute to the Rec Mob. To the real ones. The trenches. Oh.
Dissing, we don't see the competition. I drop off a ransom note that your art is missing, nigga.
Pay us in full with the money, or she gon' get her fingers clipped off like Lil Sonny,
MRecktv.